staat hard gelopen.
Wat staat hard? Probeer je 1-0 te zeggen in game, maar dat mag je niet hoor.
1-0?
1-0?
Nee,
Ja.
valt los.
Ja, 1-0.
1-0?
1-0! Anaal!
Oh,
Van
1-0.
al. 1-0. Ja.
Ja.
Kan je het wel herhalen? Dan zeg je het gewoon nog een keer. Ja, Van. Elise? What? Okay, I go pee real quick. Be right back. Do you have the checklist? Here, I said it in Discord. Checklists. Before we go, boss. Checklists.
Oh jee.
You look at it. I'll be right back.
Yeah.
Oh, and I have to reload because I'm at 3.2 gigs of RAM as well. That gives me the time to run some ads.
Mobile checklist full restart of the game. Before doing either one. Check party status, boss.
Do you see it in Discord?
Yeah, I'm
okay.
reading.
Okay.
Loot rights. Correct eclipse, damage drop, nasal, dynamic spell, check expiring items. Yeah. Enough buffs. Day. No, full restart. Okay. No, dude.
Hey man, there's an article here. What is wrong with this sentence? Wait. Hier, Moon Knight is niet de type die vragen stelt.
Moon Knight?
Ja, is niet de type die vragen stelt.
Het type.
Ja, die vragen stelt.
Dat vragen.
How is this like an official article written on a website? People don't even know how to do articles. Like what the fuck? Well, an article in an article. Is it a particle in English? I don't fucking know. Okay, did you get through the checklist?
Yeah, I totally restarted.
Okay, I haven't done that part yet. Let me do that. Yeah, that's number 1 on the list, actually. Oh yeah, full restart on the game before doing anything. Oh wait, that's actually number 1 on the list. Okay, check party status. We'll do that when I get back. Correct equips.
Party status, right? Yeah,
we got all the damage equips on?
I have all the damage equipped on, I think, except for my boss.
Well, if you're going to be in Will, you're going to be there to get drops at the end, so you might as well just go and drop gear, honestly, because usually you switch at the end, and you're probably going to get hard carried, so it's probably fine to be in drop rate gear for you.
And do that now? I
well,
mean,
we're going to focus on surviving, right? Whether you have damage gear or drop rate gear, is there a difference in your survival?
Maybe
do you get skill cooldown? Do you get more HP? Do you get anything that can make you survive more if damage versus drop gear?
Not a clue.
Well, I don't think you do, right? Like the one thing that could is if you rely on an iframe and you have like a hat that gives you skill cooldown, maybe, you know, then that could give you a bit more survivability. But I don't think you have that, so I don't think it changes anything. So you might as well be in drop gear. But for this, we're not going to clear, and it's going to be practice mode, right? So it doesn't really matter. So you can basically be in whatever gear you want. But
Yeah,
if you do actual runs, you'll probably just go in drop gear, so you can, because the main thing is getting the droplets at the end, right? And other people will be switching, but that's going to be way too stressful for you to be like trying to switch gear at the end of hard will, and
no,
you're
that's
going to run out of lives and everything. So we're not going to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Thunderbreaker in KMS already looks super fast, and that's with 2 ranks of attack speed slower than it will be on GMS, right? Remember that as well. That's going to be a whole other dimension. What channel are you in? Let's go into a prime channel for the boss. I'll go into 19. Where are you at?
26.
Yeah, let's not do that. Correct equips, yes. And then check expiring items like pendant slots and all of that, but that's probably not super important. Buffs.
23. Boss? What boss?
Buffs.
Oh, buffs. Buffs?
Well, Will is the boss, but...
Are you here?
I think I just reloaded.
Oh, yeah. Buffs? What buffs?
Yeah, what buffs? What do we want? We want to do damage and we want to get drop, right? So we're not going to buy them now, but like before the actual boss fight, you usually take like Legion power to do more damage, a Legion buff to pop near the end so you can get extra drop rate. Make sure that you have the Monster Park buffs, right, for extra damage, extra attack speed. Maybe, what else do I have? If you use the cash up buffs for extra damage, advanced boss rush potions, stat potions, candied apple, right? These are all small things, but all of them together on all the people in the run together can make a decent difference.
Yeah, but mostly with certainly with new bosses, I instantly die and then they are all gone.
So what is the other thing you need that's on the list as well?
Buff freezer.
Yep. If you just have one for practice mode, it's fine, right? It doesn't get consumed, so make sure you have at least one. And then we have ammo, we don't need that. Link skills, so for link skills, you'll primarily use the ones that give you survivability, right?
Wait, buff freezer, yes. Kom hier, ja. En dan link skills. Oei, wat heb ik daarin zitten? Ik heb waarschijnlijk op het moment vooral strength dingen. Grants 8 seconds of invincibility. Die Spirit of Freedom heb ik zitten.
Yeah, what are the ones that give you utility and survivability?
Allemaal die dus.
What is even more important? Because that's like when you die. What is even more important to prevent you from dying?
IED.
What, Spirit of Freedom? That doesn't prevent you from dying, right? It's like it gives you immunity after you die, but what makes it so that you can't even die in the first place?
Door.
Yeah, we'll probably do with door just to give you an extra life. And what's the other thing that can prevent you from dying?
Close call?
Yeah.
Only 10%.
Only 10%, but we'll go 10 lives, so that saves on average at least 1 life, right? And you're going to need everything that we can get.
Yeah, close call is in here, so that's okay.
What else can prevent death?
Oh well, using a skill that makes you invincible.
Yeah, invincible or in your link skills? What helps you dodge and not get hit by things?
Oh well, knockback.
Yes. Very important, right? You don't want to get bumped into attacks that we can dodge otherwise.
Oh,
So
ja.
the Mihail is very important.
Dus die moet... Wacht, dan doe ik deze eruit. En dan doe ik knockback erin. En dan aan een pet geven of wat.
Yeah, if you can give it to your pet, that it's always on, that'll be very, very useful. And then there's something else that can also heal you, that can prevent you from dying, maybe. One that you probably never use, but we want to do everything we can to survive.
Never use. Nou, dan zou ik het ook al niet weten, denk ik.
The Warrior, Explorer Warrior. Invincible Belief. Can heal every now and then, and help you survive as well.
Oh.
First time you notice the tumbleweeds? Yeah, the one some of them disappear after a while, but they're like tumbling by.
Every 1 second for 3 seconds. Cooldown 210 seconds. Yeah. Oh, look.
Yeah, but if it saves you at
Level
least
6.
one time, it's worth it, right? Yeah, level 6. And then the other one that's also that will be useful is the Cygnus Blessing.
Die zit op... oh nee, die zit hier. Ja, die zit erop op.
Yeah, because that shortens the CC, right? I know the abbreviation, but I'm blanking on the crowd control, right? Like if you get blinded or sealed or reversed, or all of that stuff will be shorter because of the Cygnus Blessing being on.
Okay.
And you put the Archer link on, right? Because it stacks in your Archer link some more crit damage.
Welke zei je, sorry?
The Archer, the Explorer Archer.
Wat is dat?
That's your own link skill.
Daar kan ik niet meer van nemen.
Sure, you can. You stack all of it. Yeah, well, yeah, but I don't know that. I can't see that.
Okay.
But that's the free one, right? So we definitely take that one.
And
then I think you have all the.
Dat is a chance or critical rate. A chance to add monsters to monster collection.
Yeah, that's not. We're doing the ADHD thing right now. We're not gonna get distracted by things that don't matter here, okay?
Lol.
Okay, so which ones do you have equipped right now?
Hybrid Logic, Cygnus Blessing, Elementalism, Spirit of Freedom, Elven Blessing, Invincible Belief.
Why do you have Elven Blessing on?
I don't know.
Well, what does it give?
Oh ja, experience. Ik altijd aan het mobben ben en
okay, well, but we're gonna do will now, right? So Elven Blessing is not gonna do much. What's the next best thing to give you survivability? Killing the boss faster, right? Faster boss run means less mechanics, fewer mechanics that he can do, less that you have to dodge, and fewer things that can kill you, right?
Yeah.
So we want damage over EXP from killing Will, because spoiler alert, it's garbage EXP. It's I think if you kill phase 2, you get 3 EXP, so it's not really great. Wait, can you just share a screen, by the way, so I can just see? That'll make this a lot faster.
Dus?
It's actually my mom. Yeah. Yo, thanks for raid, Mystery Chris. How was your stream? Yeah, she's four set CRA now, but sorry, 4 set Arcane now, but we're gonna want to get her 5 set, but she'll need the clears on Willy. That's a more difficult boss. Oh, something is activating. Yeah, I can see it. Okay. Okay. So what are the? If you look at this, what are the 2 that you definitely don't need? Yeah, that one. And what's the other one?
Oh, well, ik had combo kill toestand al weggedaan.
And what's the third one in like the group of training ones?
Deze.
Yeah. That one doesn't do anything. Evan Link skill. Okay. And The ones that are of lower importance that we can definitely replace with more damage would be Keen Edge. The Hayato one, right? Because it's pretty low on how much that gives. And that one. And the Pirate Blessing as well is pretty weak. It's pretty far down on the list. We definitely want to put some stronger ones in there. And probably we can do better than Hybrid Logic as well. But we're gonna be, focusing on surviving. Yeah, for you in the beginning, it's mainly just like focusing on dodging, right? On looking at the attacks of the boss, dodging, increasing your survivability, staying alive longer, that kind of stuff. Yeah, you would think that taking less damage from things would help, but everything is percentage HP, right? So the flat damage removal, like from the Pirate Blessing, doesn't do much of anything. So the general, what are the skills that you think of when you think like the best skills for bossing? Besides the utility, because we did all that already. Like what gives the most damage to bosses? Well, that one can use a roll.
Meesting.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have
What are the stats that are most important to increase your damage?
Dex.
The most important? Dex? Dex is important, but it's not the most important, right?
Of attack, of critical rate.
What's even more important than that?
Oh, then all of that?
Yep. How about IED and boss damage?
I don't know. You have boss damage.
Yeah, 15% boss damage. All the time. It's pretty good, right?
Yeah.
So that's one we want to use for sure.
Decent.
And then the Focus Spirit right above that. That's boss damage and critical rate, right? So that does both.
Yeah.
And the one above that gives a debuff to bosses, which gives you damage, which is the same as boss damage, and also gives you IED, and stacks with the other two all into one slot.
How do you know it's against bosses?
Well, it's against everything, but it puts a debuff on the on the monster, and if you kill it quickly, the debuff doesn't really help, right? Because the monster is immediately dead. So the monster it does help on is the monsters that stay alive long. What is the only monster that stays alive long? It's a boss. So there, the skill works very well. But if it's a mob, it doesn't work because you never get to build the stacks, so it never gets to be efficient. So this is mainly just a bossing skill, because it does does damage, but it also does IED. So it does both of them.
How does it build stacks?
It says there, so you have to hit it with an attack, and then you have a chance to build a stack. But because you hit so much and you do so many lines, you'll build the stacks all the time. That's the Explorer, right? Explorer Mage. So what does that mean? What do the Explorer Link skills do?
I don't know.
They stack in groups always, groups of 3.
Oh, okay.
No, so you gotta scroll up, not down, because you have the lowest one, right? There you go. So you gotta link the other 2 as well to go up to level 6.
Okay.
Yeah. Because you have the Archer in 3, right? The Warrior in 3, Thief is in 3, Pirate in 3, Mages in 3. So these are the mages, right? You can see that's the Ice Lightning, Fire Poison, and the Bishop ones.
Yeah.
Now we have 1 slot left over. I think typically you take the Cadena here, because the Cadena needs the debuffs, right? And the debuff is also from the Empirical Knowledge. Oh yeah, Solus is also really good, yeah. Solus gives you the stacks. Yeah, so if you put the Solus in here, and then get rid of Hybrid Logic, and then switch in the Cadena instead. Yeah, because that one gets kind of outscaled, right? For mobbing it's nice, but for bossing it gets outscaled.
Which one is the Cadena?
I think all the way on the bottom, I think. The one with like the monster and the... Yeah, there, unfair advantage, yeah. So if the monster is debuffed, you deal more damage, and if you're a higher level than the opponent, you also get more damage. And you'll constantly have a debuff because of your own skills and because of Empirical Knowledge. So you get 6%, and the boss is also 250, so it's below you, so you get 12% damage all the time.
Dat zou wel kloppen. Dat
Ja.
gaat niet.
But again, this one is not very good for mobbing, right? Because if you kill in one shot, you never get the debuff on them, so you only get half of it. If you're higher level, you only get 6%. Then it's not very good. So some link skills can be good in some situations, but mostly they're either good in mobbing or in bossing. And the ones that are good in both, you just keep them on all the time. I have my crit. I don't need the knockback resistance. I don't need the crit rate. I'll just take the Thief's Cunning, I guess. Wait, am I not missing something? I've got Spirit. I've got Core Aura in here. Wait, let me unlink Core Aura to make sure I have everything. No. Don't need the crit. Oh, that's because we're in a small party, so I'm not using Noble Fire. Do you know what Noble Fire is? Link skill? Ma'am?
Excuse me, I'm
Distracted, yeah.
what's your name?
Remember, will fight is about 4 things at once at all times, so learning to multitask is going to be helpful. Yes, yeah, you put that one in the pet, yeah, and it's automatically buffed. Nice. Okay, what is next? So now link skills are done. What is next on the list? Legion.
You had a question.
I had a question? No, it's okay.
Oh.
Legion? Is Legion set correctly for bossing?
No.
So you gotta go to the other setup, I think. Apply, boom.
Oei, dat is minder dan eerst. Oh ja.
Why does your grid look so fucking weird? Can we move some stuff? Yeah, do assign units. Yeah, what the fuck is this mess? Hang on, I can't have my mom's Legion looking like this. This is, it reflects badly upon me, okay? Okay, hang on. Do assign units. Hang on. The bottom left piece. Rotate that one, put it in a corner.
Is it?
Yeah.
Rotate?
Yeah, click again where it was. Okay, well, that's not where it was, but...
Oh, rotate?
Yeah.
Okay.
No.
So, sorry.
Yeah, put it in the corner.
So?
Yeah, and then squish the other piece next to it.
Deze?
Probably, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Drag it one higher. Yeah. Flip it and rotate.
Hop. Hop.
Yeah, one down. Yeah, sure. And then warrior piece from the top.
Nee, niet hier.
Yeah, take that one. Yeah. Put
Oh,
it
yeah.
in. Oh, you have one extra actually. Hang on. Yeah, just click. Yeah. What is the overlapping part? Is it the warrior piece? Oh yeah. Okay. Okay. Wait. Put that warrior piece somewhere else. Just drag it up or something. Yeah. Whatever. Let's see. The mage piece. No, keep that one.
Oh.
Take the mage piece. Oh, actually, no. Yeah. Take the mage piece from the middle left. Drag that one to the right. Middle left. All the way in the middle.
Oh,
left
die?
one. Yeah. Take it to the right side.
Die mag ik niet weghalen.
No, you can if you take it to the right side.
Zo?
Yeah, or to the
Wanneer
top.
is neerzet?
Yeah, well, as long as it touches, yeah. Okay, and then take the archer piece you just had. Pathfinder,
Die?
left side. No, that's a warrior. Left side, archer piece. The big one.
Die?
No, that's a pirate. Archer piece. Green piece.
Allee,
left side,
man.
corner. The really long one from your Pathfinder. Just to your left. Yeah, put that one in the middle. Flip it to connect the sides so you don't have any bleed over. Thanks for the sub, Splerific. You have to make it touch the existing a piece, then rotate it, and then drag it to the left. Yeah, so that it still touches. One more to the left. Yes, okay. Now you can take the pirate piece away, I think. Yeah, just anywhere it touches. No, you can't do that because it will disconnect, so take it to the right side somewhere.
Huh?
Right side. Yeah, because see, there's one piece missing, so the whole left piece goes red, so you can't move the pirate piece there. Okay,
En waarom kan ik hem dan wel hier zetten? Dat is toch ook niet logisch?
because now it's still connected to the one that's connected in the middle.
Oh.
and it's not overlapping the icon in the middle with the icon of another piece. Okay, warrior
That makes
piece.
some logic. Yeah.
Yes.
Warrior piece.
Now
This
we need to
one?
connect the we need to connect with your Pathfinder piece. So whatever is next to it needs to be moved a little bit to the right.
Dit thing.
Well, anything there. Yeah, you could just flip that one over, for example, for now. For example, yeah, sure. Yeah, and now put the warrior piece from the right side, put it to the left. The one that's overlapping. That you moved over there. Right, down. Right. All the way right. No. The one you put on the right side. Put that one back. Yeah, boom. Yeah, that one. Put it in the hole in bottom left. Yeah.
Yeah, here?
Yeah, just start filling up from the bottom again, right? Because we're going from the corner, working our way to the top.
Yeah. Okay.
This one can go into the corner. Just move it to the left, so it's out of your way. Move the mage piece down, flip it, horizontal, flip it. Boom. Take the thief piece you have up there, the one that you put on top of the Pathfinder piece.
Die?
No, that's a pirate thief piece, purple piece. The star in the middle. Yeah. And angle it in the hole. Yeah, like that. Sure. Double flip. Boom. Yeah. Take away the archer piece there. Move that one up. Just anywhere. Yeah. You have that corner. Yeah, that one's kind of unfortunate there as well. Take the thief piece from the top and move that one down.
Deze?
Yeah. Yeah, double flip. Boom. Okay, then take the mage piece away. I think you can move it there, yeah, okay. And now we want to...
Deze kan zakken.
Yeah, can you? Really? Oh, you can. Nice. Then put the mage piece next to the Pathfinder. Flip it horizontally so the point sticks up. One more left. Yeah, exactly. Flip. And then what is the one right above? What is the lab piece? What is that one? That's not the bad one, is it? No, okay. Cool. We want to... Oh, yeah, okay. Flip.
Die kan zo.
Yeah, I'll put it, but facing... Yeah, that way, and then the archer underneath it.
Zo?
Yeah, but we'll have a weird hole. Yeah. I'll flip it. Yeah. And then move it one to the left, and then put the archer underneath. But then we have a three...
a weird hole somewhere.
Yeah, but we started with the weird hole. Now we just moved the weird hole. Because the thing is going to be that we need to probably move... Oh god, I need a 4. Okay, we're going to need to move the 2 archer pieces in the middle. We need to swap them, I think. Yeah. Swap the archers in the middle.
Deze twee?
Yeah, so take the left one, put it to the left side of the right one, put the right one to the left, and then put the right one and one more to the right.
It is on the left side.
Yeah,
of the
just
right.
the icon to the left side of the middle one, just right next to it, because you need to have one in the square. Yeah, and then take the one on the right, move it to the left, and then move the one in the middle one more to the right.
Ah, zo doe je dat dan.
Yeah, because I think we need to... No, that didn't solve our problem. Fuck. Okay, take the one on the right, move it one... Shit, hang on. No, I think we had the right one. Okay, we need to fix the left side first. Fill that up so that the hole is like right next to the middle. Because we have a 3 hole now, but you only have pieces that cover 4, right? Yeah, so that one needs to go. Take that one somewhere else. Yeah, well, not there, because it needs to be touching the middle, right? Needs to be touching the middle, because you're going to break it up. No, you're not touching the middle now.
So?
Yeah, there we go. Take a warrior from the right side, throw it in there.
Deze?
Yeah, for example, yeah. Yeah, no, not that. Well, you could use that one, but it's better to use the other one, because the other ones are like easier to mingle around. Yeah, that's another one. Yeah, you've only got big warriors over there. Yeah, that one. That's fine.
So?
Yeah, sure. Well, you can't fit it there yet. You have to Put it lower. Put it lower for now. Put it lower for now. We have to move the no. Like touching the middle. Touching.
Oh.
You have to touch one of the brown pieces. Right? You can't touch the red pieces unless you make the red and the brown pieces touch. Well, that's not what I would do because that's where we want to put something else, right?
Oh. Dus nog lager?
Just touch the middle green piece, but not all the stuff on the right. Yeah, exactly.
Oh.
Okay, so we're gonna throw that one up there. So we need to fill 3 green, right? Your archers are kind of locked in, but the archers are the perfect pieces that we would want here. Yeah. I think we need to take the archer piece on the right and take that one away. So, well, on the left side, the most right side of the left side. So the one up. Yeah, the bowmaster piece. Yeah, take that one away, and fill up the left side in a different way so that we can move it around. So we can take a thief. We could take a thief piece here from the right side. That's a pirate. Take a purple piece from the right side.
Here?
Sure.
Oh, maakt niet uit.
Yep. Throw it in there. Fix the top part. Fix the top part.
So?
Yeah, so one more to the, one more up, one more right, and then flip it in.
What? So?
No. Put the purple thing.
Huh? So?
One more to the right.
So?
Yep. Flip.
Huh?
Yeah, flip and mirror. Mirror it. No, not flip, mirror. Yeah, there you go. And then put a mage piece underneath.
A mage piece hier, van hier?
No, we're keeping that piece. We're grabbing them from the other side now. Definitely not that one. Fuck those pieces. No, yeah, that one, yeah, that one's fine, yeah. Right, into the elbow. Yeah, boom, flip. Yeah, and then another mage piece. Yeah, the one, yeah, no, the one to the left. Because that one's like, we have to remove that one anyway. That's the right. Left.
Oh, to the left.
Yeah, that one, yeah. Just put it in there, yeah. And then we just move the, now we swap the archers back.
So?
Yeah, you want the other one. You want the one from the middle to move over again. So we do the same switch, but we do the switch back.
Okay.
So
dus deze daarnaast.
Yeah, that one first, yeah. And then the other one.
Die dan zo.
Yeah.
En die zo.
No, one more.
Oh.
Yeah, the other piece is bigger because they were 250. Oh.
Okay. Oh.
Oh, no, you can't do that. Fuck, because of the fucking switch. Your pieces are too big, Mo. Oh.
Mag dat dan nog niet?
No, because there has to be something in the middle 5 squares. Your lead pieces are big. Okay, there's also some weird shit going on the left. Wait, you have another archer there. Use the other archer. Switch the bowmaster piece out for the pathfinder piece.
The bowmaster for the pathfinder.
Look at the shape right now, Mom. There's 2 pieces that are just completely floating, doing nothing. No. Bottom left. Bottom left.
Deze? Oh,
ja.
God. Ja. Voor de pathfinder was deze, hè? Of niet? Of deze?
No, the left side. The left one. The bigger one, the left one, yeah. But you can put it on the same... Yeah, there we go. Now you can take the pathfinder away, put it on the right side. That's not the right side. Yeah. Yep, take that one. Flip it. Drag it. Yep, okay. And then we need the warrior piece on the left. No, the left one. Take that one away.
Deze?
Yeah. Well, no, we don't want anything there. We go to the right. There's a big warrior-shaped hole on the right side. Hey, there we go. All right, and now we just put the...
Oh, deze is nou klaar.
Yeah. See, no spillover, completely filled.
En deze, waar gaat die heen?
Probably into crit rate, right? Because I think you scale better with Fish's Shot, with your burst. So where's crit rate? No, that's not where crit rate is.
Ik weet het niet. Als het er niet staat, weet ik het niet.
Top right is crit rate. The only one, yeah, the only one you already have some stuff in. Yeah, you can just drag them in there. Doesn't really matter where they are as long as they don't overlap. And the warrior, put the pathfinder in there, and then put the warrior in there entirely, and then you're done.
Die moet ook helemaal in crit.
Perfect.
Ah, niet zo mooi, maar goed,
Beautiful.
ja.
Well, another warrior is still overlapping. Adele, yep. Just put it one up and one to the right. Yep. Boom. There you go. Nice. Confirm. Look at that. Isn't that
Okay.
pretty? So pretty.
Ja. Oké.
36 out of 36. Boom, boom.
Ik heb altijd gaten. Hier heb ik toch ook gaten in.
Mm-hmm.
Omdat dat ondertussen, als het verandert, heb ik geen zin om het helemaal te herdoen.
No, I know. Just once in a while you redo it.
Ja. Ja.
But I mean, now the 8.5 is not too far away, but then you're probably never getting to 9k, so it's gonna be
Oh.
done for years.
Mhm.
Okay, so Legion is good. Close that. Boom. What's next on the list? Buff freezers and totems. We don't need totems. You already got freezers, right? Familiars. We're gonna want as much healing as possible to keep you alive.
Oh, my totem. Ja, ik moet ze echt eens een keer gaan bekijken. Al mijn characters zitten vol met familiars.
Oh god, you got like. Do you have any do you have healing familiars at all?
Ja.
Wait, you have one equipped right now. I think it says continually restores.
Huh?
Right now, it's
A small amount to nearby allies.
allies.
Allies. Allies. Een Alleycat. Nee, maar goed. Hier. Deze, een large
Yes,
amount.
yes, those. You want
Yeah.
those two? Yeah. Save this one. Save.
Yeah.
Save. Save.
Yes.
Yes. Save. Okay. Yes. All right. Those are the ones you want. Yeah. Those are good. Good. And then what's next on the list? Because I covered it.
Oh, ik weet niet of die nog lang leven, trouwens.
I think your bar was pretty full, wasn't it?
98.
All right. Well, desummon them for now then. Yep.
Yeah.
Save them. Fams. Yes. Guild skills. That's more important later. We're not going to use them now. Hyperstats. Do you have a hyperstat set to damage ones? Damage hyperstats? Wait, you have two setups for hyperstats, right? One for bossing and one for mobbing?
Ik heb stats veranderd.
Oh
hè.
god, this key layout. Move that away. Hyperstats, mom. It's not here. Don't. You're hurting the stream right now showing this. Close this screen, please. Oh, I'm sorry, chat. I'm sorry you had to see that. Okay. I apologize. I was not aware she was going to open that screen, okay? It's almost worse than seeing someone's degenerate porn folder. Holy fuck. Okay, hyperstats, mom. Hyperstats. Stat window, left side.
Stats window. Wat?
Hyperstats. Do you not know where hyperstats are? What are your hyperstats?
Ik heb ze verzet en ik ben vergeten waar.
Oh, where your stats are. Okay, close your eyes for 10 seconds, chat, while she looks up where her stats are.
Want ik had een nieuwe skill geïnstalleerd.
On S.
Waar heb
Yeah.
ik dat gelaten?
Oh yeah, apparently you don't need that skill. I looked it up. Oh,
hier,
God.
F. Oh ja, F.
Oh, there you go. Yeah. What are your hyperstats at? How's your dex at 11? Oh my god. Okay. I'll need to scroll down. What is this? Is this your... What is this? Is this the one you train on?
Mhm.
Bro, what the fuck are you doing? You have 111 points left. You have no damage to normal monsters, and your bonus EXP is at 4.
No damage in normal monsters?
33k? Yeah, she's in drop rate gear. She's like 48 in damage. Okay, Zelpex, how much stat is your mom? Okay? Chill. What is your second setup? How much do you have there? Lead K? Yeah.
Heb ik
Okay.
Oh.
Oh my god. Okay.
Nothing.
Okay. Here's
I
what we
didn't
do.
know I had
Yes.
a
Okay.
second.
Okay. Click apply
Waarom staat hij nou toch op 1?
because that's the one you currently have selected. Click apply. We're gonna apply the second one. This is like Legion board. Okay. We have a Legion board for mobbing and one for bossing. We're going to make a Legion board for hyperstats, training hyperstats and a bossing hyperstats, okay? Click.
Maar dan gaat hij in.
Click! Yes. Click. Click. All right. We get 1,186 points. We're going to be bossing with us. What is the priority, Mom?
Boss damage.
Even before that.
Oh. Critical rate.
Even before that?
Jeetjes, mina.
What do you need enough of? Otherwise you can't even hit the boss and you only deal once? Two things. Two important things to deal damage to a boss. Number 1.
Ignore defense?
Yes. And what's number 2? Well, technically 3, but... What's number 2?
Attack power?
No, your level. You have to be not too many levels below the boss, right? Otherwise you get level penalty difference. We have the level one, so now we're working on the ID one. Okay. You're not getting an ID from your familiars, again, and you're not going to be doing mostly of the bosses, so it's not important for this one, but it is for the other one. So we want to put points into ID, and with the level that you are, you probably just want to put ID all the way up to 11. So we're doing this like cubes, hover the mouse over the arrow, enter key for OK, and just spam that shit to 11. That is not the enter key. You're moving your mouse. We're not doing that. Otherwise, this is going to take 3 hours. Enter key. Bam. Smash it. Okay.
Enter key, dus maar 1.
Yes. So keep your hover over the arrow and enter key for OK. Go to 11. You can only do 1 level at a time. This is a shit system. Welcome to MapleStory. Yes. You're definitely holding down the enter key. Just click and then enter. Yeah, there you go. You see we're holding down that enter key, guys? You see the flashing on the bottom of the corner? There you go. All right. Next important thing is, like you said...
Boss damage.
No.
Attack.
No. What's the first thing you said?
It was the first thing, a critical rate.
Yes. Where is the critical rate at right now?
No.
No. What is your critical rate at right now?
Genoeg.
Well, no, you're an archer. You have vicious shot. So just because you have 100 isn't enough. For everyone else it is, but not for you.
Eh?
So, you have vicious shot, remember? Turns your critical rate into critical damage when you're bursting. Burst is the important thing where you do all your damage. So you need some critical rate to increase your critical damage while you're bursting with vicious shot, remember? See the skill on page down?
Oh nee, dat zegt me allemaal niks.
Page down? You hover over it? Page down key, bottom right of your screen. All the way bottom right. All the way bottom right. Page down. Yep. Page down. PDN. Yep. Vicious shot. Yep. 30 seconds allows your critical rate to exceed 100% and critical damage increases by 48% of your critical rate. Big. Huge. Huge bursty damage for archers. So we put the critical rate and your level at least to level 10.
Oh.
Boost it. Yes. Boost it.
Critical rate. Oh.
Pretty sure it was 10 already on the other one. And we spam again. Boom. Yeah. Huge peen, yes. Huge bursty peen. And you already lack burst on the Pathfinder, so it's important. Getting close to 10. Ooh. Yeah. Right. And what did we get crit rate for? To hit?
Yeah, to hit.
To hit what?
Will.
No. To hit what? What kind of hits do we hit?
Critical hits.
Yes. So what do we do next?
Damage.
Critical damage. Hell yeah.
En dat is nu veel te laag, ja.
Yes, okay, exactly, because we reset it, yeah.
Dat zal ook wel 11 moeten.
Well, it doesn't scale as well because you get a lot of critical damage from vicious shot. So we usually don't, like 10 is probably fine here. Because your critical damage is going to be good and critical damage is additive. So it doesn't scale as well the higher you go. Because you already get so much. If you put your vicious shot, if you just press press your general buffs now to get your critical rate up, your sharp eyes.
My sharp eyes, yeah.
Yeah. And now press page down for your vicious shot. Look at your critical damage. I don't know what your pressing the wrong button every single time. Page down.
Oh, sorry.
Boom. Look at critical damage.
Oh, that's iets beter, yeah.
Yeah, so if we add a lot of hyperstat points into it, we're not adding as much in a total damage that you're gaining here, right? So we want to look at the other numbers a bit more. So now we have damage and boss damage, right? Those are the important ones. So basically we just divide evenly among the two. But we can probably... I'm guessing you can probably get both of them to 13, but put them to 11 first and we'll go from there. But I think you'll put either both to 13 or 1 to 12 and 1 to 13, I think. Boss damage, well, put both to 11, but boss damage is more priority than regular damage. But we'll...
Dan wat? Welke is die andere?
The two, damage, boss damage, the ones right next to each other.
Oh, die.
It's always these 5, right? These 5 are the most important. Crit rate, damage, ignore defense, damage, boss damage. But in that order. That we... Well, not in that order that I just mentioned them, but in the order that we did them.
11, hè?
Is that just going to go off on her? Well, I haven't... yeah, just start with 11. I'm pretty sure we can get 12. I'm not sure about 13, though. Because there's a lot of numbers in my head right now for this. See the range go up? Boom, boom, boom. What do we say about range?
Not so important.
Yes, there you go. All right. Yes, we put both to 12. Oh, yeah, you can definitely get them to 13. Yeah, bottom one first. Because it's 4%. Oh, you're 4 points off. Lame.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, I told you. Like, I don't think we can do 13. See, my brain, I was 4 points off. You give birth to a genius, Mom, okay?
Yeah, I know. I knew that long time ago.
Apple tree kind of thing, right? Okay,
Yep.
so where do we put the points next into? What are we going to do with the last 76 points?
Index.
And what's just a little bit more important than index?
Nee, doe maar in attack.
Yes. Okay, so we probably get both to 7 or 8 probably. Just, I think you can do the... If you do it to 7, we can look at the points and see if it's roughly half. If you have like 38 points left.
5, yes.
Yeah, 7, and then the other one to 4 or something probably. 1, 2, 4, 8. Yeah, to 4, and then 1 point into strength.
Wat? Index?
Yeah.
4.
I think so. I don't think you'll be able to put a 5th one in there.
Gewoon kijken. Stoppen zo.
Yeah, and then 1 into strength. Oh, don't click reset. We'll have to do the whole thing again. Jesus. You almost clicked reset. Okay. This one is for damage, for bossing now, right? This is the one we're using. If you're going to do mobbing, let's do that one right now as well. Let's set up the mobbing one, because we have different priorities there.
De 1?
Yes. And click apply. Yeah. Yeah. We have the money. We are loaded. Mama 60 bill, guys. Don't worry.
Moet je telkens bij wisselen 2 mil betalen?
Yeah, it's just 2 mil. It's easy. It's like less than half of a buff freezer. Okay, reset. No, it's just 2 mil. Mom, you have 60 bill. 2 mil is like, doesn't even register.
Yeah,
to optimize your beautiful hyperstats that you've earned with your levels, Mom. Click OK.
Click OK.
Yeah, on the middle of your screen. Otherwise you can't do anything.
Oh,
yes. Okay, what's the priorities here, Mom?
Met mobbing?
Yes. The general priorities. What do we always want to do when we're hitting monsters?
Gewoon damage.
No, before damage. What gives the most damage?
Arcane power.
Actually, that wasn't what I was going for, but yes, that's actually the most important one. Do we need arcane power?
Yeah.
How much do you need when you're training?
As much as you can get.
No, there's a limit. How much bonus damage can you get when you're hitting monsters?
150%.
Yes. And what monsters do you train on now?
Cernium.
Yeah, and what do you need there?
I don't know.
What's right underneath arcane power in your stat window?
Sacred power.
Yes, that's the one we use, right? You level up the sacred symbols for sacred power in Cernium. But there's no hyperstat for that. So since you're not in arcane power area anymore, and all the monsters in Arcana, you already get 50% because you're maxed on the symbols. You don't need arcane power anymore. But you're right, it is the most important because it gives you final damage, right? And what is the next best thing after final damage?
critical rate.
Yes, because it gives us what?
Critical damage.
Yes, exactly. So, do we have enough critical rate for training?
Yeah.
Because why is it different from bossing? In bossing, we did put critical rate, right? Why don't we put critical rate now?
Um,
Do you remember why we put more critical rate for bossing?
yeah, for the vicious shot.
Yeah. Do we use this when we're mobbing? For 30 seconds every 2 minutes? Do you use this when you're mobbing?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, typically you don't. So it means that you don't get the extra critical rate. You don't get the extra critical damage. So it doesn't really, it's not necessary, right? You can do it. You can use it. But if you use it, you're killing, or you're already overkilling the monsters, right? Because you get so much damage. Do you feel like you need it? Do you, like if you use vicious shot, do you kill faster?
No, not really.
Okay.
I just use what could help.
Sure. If it increases your kill speed, then that's good. But if it actually slows you down, that you have to think about using the skill and weave it in, then it actually holds you back, right? Because you could just spam the skills otherwise. So we don't have to prep for the critical rate so that we get the critical damage. We can kill fast without it, so we don't need to put any points in critical rate. That frees up a lot of points because there's 2 other things that we will want. What else do we... so what's the next thing after critical rate? What do we get?
Oh, the critical damage, eh?
Yes. Pump it up. But not too high, because we want to save points, because there's something that's very important. So just go for like 10 or something. I'm not going to go past 10, because there's one thing that's way more important. Boom. Okay. What else is next? What else is important? After critical damage?
Attack.
No. Bigger than attack?
Damage?
Yes. What kind of damage do we have? For bosses, we had damage and boss damage. For mobbing, we have...
Yeah, 1 damage.
Yeah, and another one. All the way on the bottom. The newest stats. Damage against normal monsters. That works against all the monsters that are not bosses.
Hey, is that new?
Yeah, it's pretty new, yeah. This one replaces the boss damage. It basically does the same thing as boss damage, but just for all the other monsters.
Okay.
So we want to get that one to 10, and we want to get the damage also to 10.
Yes.
And now we basically made it so that we can kill the monsters very well. But if we're training, when you can already kill the monsters, what can make your training better? When you... What do you say?
Speed.
Yeah, so you can rotate the map faster. What if you can rotate the map optimally and always kill the monsters before they respawn? How can you get more experience? How can you level faster? Getting more experience per kill, right?
Getting more experience per kill. Yeah.
Yeah, so we want to pump bonus EXP.
Yeah. Okay.
That's going to be the big one. Once our kill speed is good, then every single monster, we want to get more experience from every single monster.
Okay.
Well, typically this is the one you just pump all the way to 15 if you're training at this area. I don't know if you'll probably be stuck at 14, I'm guessing, but you might be able to go to 15. Yeah, fuck it, 15. There you go. Now we have 186 points left, and then you basically just divide it evenly over the other ones. So I think you can get them all to... I think like a 2 to 11, and then 1 will be... oh no, we can get them all to 11, yep. Normal monster. Damage, yep. Critical damage, boom. And then we have 36 left. So where do we put the remaining points? Same thing like with damage.
Cell and dex and eventual strength.
Oh, but before that? What did you mention before damage? But we did damage first?
Deck.
No, in
Nee.
between damage and dex and importance.
Niks in attack.
Attack, there we go. That's the one.
Ah, okay.
That's the number 1 for leftover points, and then dex is after that. Because the attack is multiplied by your percentage attack, but the dex isn't. So we prioritize the attack. You probably go to 5 here, I think. Yeah, and then the rest in dex. 1, 2, 4. We're stuck on, yeah. You don't have enough points. You can put in strength if you want to, but won't do much. You have to close the window, otherwise it won't let you.
Of moet je er niet sparen tot je genoeg hebt?
You could do that, but the levels are very slow now, right? You've probably noticed. And every single level, you can just put 1 level in dex or attack, but the other ones take forever to level. Okay, so now we have a mobbing one and a bossing one. So what are we prepping for right now?
Awesome.
Yeah, so we apply the bossing one. There we go. Boom.
Weer betalen.
Yes, pay again. Ching ching. Kassa. Okay, what's next in the list? V matrix. What's the V matrix at? Do you ever change it for mobbing and bossing?
No.
Okay. You do have a lot of slots available, so it's possible that that's fine.
Ik heb het nou zo staan.
Oh boy. Okay.
Maar die gebruik ik eigenlijk nooit.
Okay, you probably want to do that. You probably want to use that.
Yeah?
So if you're doing will, you know, for min-maxing, but it's probably not going to be super important for you. But for, like, if you're doing will, you can get rid of the Arachnid Reflection because you can't use it in the will boss fight. You can use his own skill against him. So that one doesn't do much. Can you scroll down to the bottom? What kind of skill notes do you have available? Don't you have like the... Oh no, you have the Goddess Blessing already. Jesus, that's a lot of hyper body, Mo. Yeah, probably want to throw decent combat orders in there. Yeah, so I think setup here for you would probably be take off the True Arachnid Reflection and take off the last page one, the Advanced Blessing.
Oh.
Yeah, get him out of here. And then replace with combat orders.
Maar die moet ik dan eerst levelen. Toch?
No, you can just put it on a pet. And the pet will auto buff it. It's fine. And then you probably, for survivability, we want to craft a special node probably. Which you can do now, then we can practice a bit more in this week, I guess.
Oh jee. Maar ik heb geen... ik heb niet veel... waarom kan ik dat niet zien? Oh, hier gewoon. Nee.
No.
Ik heb geen... Dan moet ik eerst nodes openen, hè?
Possibly, yeah. Or we can
Yeah.
extract some existing. we can
Dus
we can extract all the hyper bodies, because those aren't useful.
Echt?
Mm-hmm.
Maar dan moet ik naar een nodemaster, hè?
Yeps.
Oké. Die...
Just gonna feel way stronger now? Yeah, that's the goal, yeah. Yeah, you can go to choo-choo.
Dat kan het makkelijkste.
Yeah. Oh, you have 120, yeah. Disassemble. Yeah. Check disassemble, and then click a bunch here. You don't have to do all of them, but might as well. Then you have shards, and then you can recreate if you need to. Remember when you extracted your level 25 boost notes?
This is weird. This.
Why?
Because you never want to select all.
No, you do. You just want to lock the ones that you never want to... Do you not have them locked? Oh, you don't have any locked.
No.
Okay, click extraction. Okay, click extraction here. Yeah, well, so you want to lock the ones. Click extraction here. And then for the ones that you have equipped, do right click and lock them. Or like the good ones. Right click and lock.
The ones you have equipped.
Yeah, but you can unequip them at some point and then they become unlocked, and that's how we get to the situation where you extracted your 25. So just lock the good ones That way you can use select all if you want to. Just right click, lock. Right click, lock. Yes, all of the important ones until you see the little locks.
Oh.
All of the ones north of that, lock them all. Boom.
And when I want to change things, that's possible?
Yeah, lock just means in this UI it's locked. It's not like locked in its spot or something. It's just locked.
And I have to lock these too?
Yeah, definitely. Level 25.
Yeah.
Because if you ever unequip them, then you want them to still be locked, right?
No more mistakes.
Yeah, we don't want the
No.
bad things to be able to happen. Usually, I mean, there's always a backup, right? It says like, are you sure you want to extract because one of these nodes is leveled up? But if you're pressing enter quickly, then you can still go past them. Ja, I guess.
Zo.
Yeah, for now.
Dat zijn er nog. Hoe kan dat nou?
Because they were on the other page.
Er staat nog op extraction. Oké.
No, it's not. I think. Oh, it is, yeah. Boom.
Bloep. Nou, dat is er wel genoeg, zeker?
Sure,
voor?
yeah. Crafting.
Wat was het?
Special node. The page to the left. It's on the bottom somewhere, I think. The healing one with the timer. Oh yeah, to the right.
Deze? Nee.
No, to the right. I think. Yeah, one up, I think. Yeah, auto recovery too. That's the one you
Auto
want.
recovery?
Yes.
Recovery.
It like full heal you every 30 seconds. It's nice when the healing is limited. Okay, and then we close this. We go back into the matrix screen, and then we equip it. This is the crafting screen, right? You want the other matrix screen.
Allee, kom op. Hey, look.
Special nodes on the bottom. You can click special nodes. You'll find it immediately.
Oh.
The tab, right? See the tab above it? Yeah, you click special node there.
Heb ik gedaan, toch?
Yeah, but if you try double clicking the node again, unequip it. And now click the special node tab, where it says all nodes and then skill nodes, boost nodes, special node. Yeah. Yep. Boom. See? There you have it right away. You don't have to scroll through all of the other nodes.
And now there's only one?
So I put the decent combat orders on your pet as well, so that it auto buffs, because that's also a slow one. So close this, open skill window, drag it to your pet.
Oh, no, wait.
Sorry?
I'm
Sure.
missing a spot.
A spot? No, you had one on the last page.
I removed two.
Yep, you put decent combat orders and auto recovery back in. You put decent combat orders instead of the true arachnid reflection, and auto recovery instead of decent blessing.
This one was already.
No, we put this one instead of arachnid reflection.
Oh.
Yeah, because you said now I'll have to level it too, remember? But I said it's not necessary because you can just let the pet auto buff it.
But then I had another one.
The two on the left, all the way on the left, is the the two you had in.
Deze.
That one was all the way on the second page. That's the one we replaced with auto recovery, and the left one we replaced with combat orders.
Oh. Oh yeah, I thought there was already one. No, yeah. Okay.
They kind of look similar. Combat orders and blessing is very similar colors. Yeah, it's normal. And then hyperbody is almost the same colors as well. So.
Yeah, but that's a weird.
But they're getting changed, right? In the revamp right now, they're changing the icons and stuff to make them a bit more sparkly.
Dus nu installeren ergens?
Yeah, I put the combat orders on the pet because that one's pretty good for leveling up all your skills. Plus, it's a slow one to rebuff. Wait, do you have more pet skill? Oh yeah, you can put Speed Infusion on there as well then. Speed Infusion and Holy Symbol, just drag them in as well.
What?
Yeah. Second page.
The
second pet. No, not that. Yeah. Not the one square that's red. That means you can't use it. Yeah.
And deze?
Yeah. And do you have more?
Pet skills,
Yeah, it doesn't matter which one. Do you have more that you could throw in there?
No.
Scroll down.
Oh, handig zeg.
No, the other ones you don't have to do. Wait, can you do guided arrow? Probably not, right? No, that would be nice if it could.
Oh, deze is ook leuk zijn. Dat kan ook niet.
Nah, you want to. Well, I mean, if you're playing optimally, you want to time exactly when you use that one.
En deze dan, dat is ook wel leuk, hè.
It doesn't even have cooldown.
Oei.
Or it doesn't even. It's just a boost node, right? You wanna, if you want to put that one in, you have to activate it in the. You have to drag it from.
Vicious shot.
Well, no, you want to be able to time this with your burst. You don't want the pet to automatically use it when it's up. Well, I mean, maybe if you have a perfectly synced 2-minute burst, then. Is this a mom progression session? Yeah, I kind of turned into one. Okay, close. What's next on the list?
Close.
Skill visibility and soul charging. Okay, skill visibility, that's going to be important for you, right? So you want to go into your options, because that's another part of survivability, right? We want to be able to see the boss as much as possible. So we do skill visibility all the way down. All the way left. Transparency.
Deze?
Yeah. All the way. You want to be,
helemaal dat ik niks zie?
All the way, yeah. Well, you'll still see things, don't worry. But you'll see more of the boss, because you need to dodge the boss, right? We need to focus on seeing... No. All the way down. Because you won't see shit if I'm attacking. Yeah, no. You're not going to see anything. And then mini basic numbers, put that on mini blade numbers.
And what's the difference?
It puts all of the lines of damage onto one line, so there's the minimal amount of...
yeah, I had those.
Yeah. Mini blade, okay. And then if you have... save it, okay. Yeah. And do you have a unit damage skin? Because that makes the number smaller as well, right? If you have that.
Hoe kan ik...
Well, you can't see it here. Click yourself
Hey,
and then go to damage skin.
Waarom komt die V boven mij?
That's the special node that we just put up. Whenever it activates, you'll see that. And you see on the top right, you'll see activation. And then you'll get full heal every time that works.
Want ik heb vandaag die andere moeten extracten.
Right, character building?
Die experience.
Yeah. Yeah, character building 1, right?
En die gaf ook een V.
Yep. That's how you know that your special node activated. So you keep an eye on that, because for the experience, for the healing one, it's not important because you just see your health go up, so it's easy. But for the other one, oh, by the way, now that you put all of those pet skills on auto buff, you're gonna see if you AFK and come back, your character is gonna look almost dead because it consumes a lot of HP more than you regenerate. But you just use a potion and you can. Don't be scared if your character looks like it's almost dead. But make sure that you don't AFK. Well, all of your decent skills are going to automatically buff now, right? Yeah, your damage skin is pretty big. Try to see, do you have any smaller ones?
Yeah. Nee.
Like you don't have a unit one? Just double click your character. Damage skin? Or just...
Ze zijn alle twee prut.
Just a standard one, okay. And you don't have anything in storage maybe?
Ik heb zo'n Halloween ding of zoiets zo. Ja, die is toch wel
up there? Storage is up there?
Oh ja, sorry.
Yeah.
Die is dus maar enkelvoudig, zeg maar. Dan had ik er dan nog een van in storage. Ja, deze.
Yeah, it's a little scuffed. No, you want a unit one or whatever.
Maar verder heb ik er geen... ik geef niet om damage skins, ben er nooit mee bezig.
Yeah, you want to be careful if you come back to the computer after a while.
Maar deze is toch wel kleiner, of niet?
Yeah, but it's gonna be distracting if it's a new damage skin out of nowhere. You don't want to get distracted either. Also, it might look smaller here, but it doesn't mean it's necessarily smaller. I think getting the basic damage skin is probably better. That one's probably the least special. Yeah, just the standard one. Yeah, you were on the portal.
Allee.
I swear, if you click on another person but your pet is near them, it activates your own screen. But if you want to open up your own screen, it's like you have to click 16 times.
Dus deze doen?
Yeah, just do this one, yeah. It's a little bit less scary. Oh, you get ripped off again, Mom. Okay. All
Ching. Ching.
right, next thing is just to charge your soul. All right, stop the stream on Discord. Oh, look, I'm down to 86 HP, and then boom, immediately lose all my HP again. Yeah, if you're so for the people who are using a lot of the decent skills in your pets, make sure that you heal first before you jump into a map. Don't do a Dirk, jump into a AFK mob and get creamed.
Maar deze map kan ik dat wel.
Yeah, but like your HP is pretty full, but it's gonna be like a constant stream of your HP going down as well. So. The problem is if your HP is low and all of the skills can't activate, as soon as you heal, they're all going to activate at the same time and immediately consume like 40% of your HP again. So you want to heal twice. Okay. We are... Where are you? You're in Choo Choo now. Right. Okay, go to... Oh, well, you want to charge your soul? I guess it's not super important. We're mostly going to be... don't mess with my Choo Choo. We're mostly going to... just work on surviving, right? But I will charge my soul for the damage. Start a new account. What up, Pikachu? Unit damage skin only from events. Yes. Yeah, I don't think there's any other way to get unit damage skin now. Okay, let me know when the soul is charged.
Zolang dat daar paars zwart wordt, is het bezig, hè?
Do you have the soul weapon UI on a button? Where you can like open the book, remember?
Ja, maar die...
Well, if you have it up, you can see the number. But if you hover over your weapon, you can see how much attack it's boosting. If it's at 20, then it's fully charged.
Huh?
20 weapon and magic attack from the... If you hover over your weapon, you see on the bottom, it says like whatever soul you have in yellow letters, or greenish, whatever, yellow. And then underneath it says X out of 1,000 and how much attack and magic attack it gives. And like once you hit 500 out of 1,000, it should say 20 weapon and magic attack.
It's 950 out of 1,000.
Oh, you're okay. You're good then. Okay, and you have at least one. You had at least one safety charm. No, not safety charm. Buff freezer, right?
Buff freezer, yeah.
All right, queue up to Will.
To gewoon Will?
Yeah, once you die, the soul is gone, so we want to stay alive as long as possible. Yeah, just any difficulty takes you all to the same map. To the Radiant Throne in Asphera.
Oof.
All right. And now we go to step 1. What was step 1?
Party.
Yes.
And check if you can loot.
Yes, very true.
The party's current item pickup rights is all.
Yes, but we're going to do practice mode, so there is
dat
no...
als die wat dropt, dat je snel moet zijn of een andere is dan met de loot vandoor.
If it's shared, yeah. But if it's instanced, then only you can see it, so no one else can take it. Okay, I'm going to do 3 healing familiars. You have 2 healing familiars, right? So that's the important one, is we want to summon the healing familiars. Right, all the...
Dan moet ik 4 keer klikken.
Yes, that's normal, yeah. And then any toggles that you have. You don't have any, I think. I have one. And then Maple Warrior, your self buffs. Usually use like an Echo or something. I have to turn this one on. And then you have to make sure...
hoef ik dus niet te doen.
Yeah, so like green pot can be important, right? So if you're attacking, that you can move away a little bit faster. So like the monster pot, green pot.
Green heb ik niet.
Oh, you don't use green at all?
Never.
Oh, okay. Well, that's fine. Then we just... well, you're going to focus on jumping around anyway.
Someone told me long ago that speed on the Pathfinder didn't work at all. Because Pathfinders are speedy as it is.
Why do you have speed infusion then?
Well, because Ojiri said it does work. So
yes, it doesn't work that much, but like every little bit starts counting the further you go, right? If it's all about just clicking a potion to get something, then that's worth it in the end. But you're basically going to be jumping around and not attacking much, so it's not that important for you. Right, feed your pets to make sure that they don't die during the run. And that you don't get cancelled by PETA for abusing your animals live on stream. Okay. And all right, do you think you have all the buffs that are important?
Yes. I don't know what to do with this one.
Okay, I don't know what this one is. Are you still streaming?
That's a shield.
A shield?
Yes. And there are different. It's you can take a
Yeah.
large one or a short one and one that stays at the same spot.
Yeah, not
And
100% on that. What kind of shield does she want to take, guys? The 5th job one? Is the blue one best for what's the best one for self-defense? Is it I think the red one is party.
but they have cooldown.
Yellow for damage, blue for self-defense? Something like that. And the other thing we need to do, Mom, is we need to have quick access to the NPC chat button for this boss. Where do you have that one right now? You have it on Y?
Y? Yeah.
Can you click that one very quickly whenever you need to, or is it a little bit too far away?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you need to check another skill. Honestly, the skill that you put on S is probably not necessary. So we could probably put it on... I usually put it on W, because you don't need to open the world map during the boss fight anyway. But any key, like, wherever your hand is close to, that you can press quickly. That you won't need for anything else. You can even put it instead of pickup, yeah. Why?
Oh, daar.
Yep.
Oh jee, nou dan moet ik wel aan denken hoor.
Well, that's one of the important buttons to press, right? So you put it on Z, or what is it, W for you? Don't go in yet. Yeah, because now that's where the button is, right? So you're going to activate things near you.
Ah ja, rustig. But,
Right? Because we have
oh,
Moonlight, right? Do you remember Moonlight?
ik heb X en ik heb dan die. Oh. Moonlight? Wat?
Wait, open up your
What?
key config again. Let me see. Don't worry, it's not on screen. Chat, you're safe. Yeah, so you need to use Z. Yeah, so Z is for Moonlight, right? The NPC chat, we're going to use it to activate our Moonlight. Moonlight is the most important thing in this boss fight. Wait, stop the stream, by the way, so your computer maybe doesn't lag or something. Because I don't need to see your screen anyway.
Dit? Kan ik dat gewoon zo doen?
I think you do like stop streaming or something.
Oh, hier.
And then it goes back to just like a... Yeah, there you go.
Oops.
Okay. The Moonlight. Okay, so in phase 1, you use Moonlight to switch between the blue and the purple. Remember, there's 2 dimensions with 2 HP bars. Yeah. So so if I tell you to switch, you need to switch. If I tell you to look, you need to look until you see an eye. And then you either tell me to switch or I tell you to switch, because we have to look in the 2 different dimensions and wait for the eye. And we have to be in the dimension with the eye when it activates, otherwise we die. And if we die, we miss the test. And if you miss the test, we have to wait 2 more minutes, and then the run is longer. More things can kill you, etc., etc. Things can go bad, right?
Yeah.
In the second phase, you need to use Moonlight before you want to heal. So you need to focus on dodging more than anything. But all of the utility that we installed, all of the healing familiars will all help. But it's mostly important to dodge, a lot of dodging. And if you have Moonlight, which you will see, right? If it lights up yellow, we'll see that in a bit. Then you can activate it, and then you can use heal potions for a little bit while the icon is red until the redness goes down. It's like a skill, right? You activate the skill, it shows that it's activated until it runs out, and then it goes back on cooldown until you have enough Moonlight again, and then it'll light up yellow, and that means you can use it again.
You can heal again.
Yeah, you can heal right after you activate it. Other than that, healing is disabled, but healing familiars can heal through it. And also, I think the auto heal as well, but I'm not 100% sure. If not, it can also auto heal can also activate after you use the Moonlight. So if you use Moonlight and attack, then and the auto heal triggers, you also don't have to use potions. So that helps a lot as well. And then for phase 3, if you activate Moonlight, then you can jump through the webs on the side of the map, and you can cleanse 2 webs with 1 Moonlight. Because if you get hit by the webs and you don't have Moonlight on, you get sealed, and you can't use any of your skills. And sometimes he requires you to use movement skills. So like you have to flash jump. But if you're sealed and you can't flash jump, then you die. So we want to preemptively cleanse.
Dat laatste nog.
Yeah, we'll We'll go over it during the run. I don't want to like dump it all on you, but just remember that Moonlight has a good, important function in all of it. So you want to save the Moonlight and not spam it, but when you really need it, you need to use it. And then for normal, the Moonlight will recharge very quickly, so you can get used to how you need to use it. But if you ever do hard, the Moonlight recovers very, very, very slowly, and everything that hits you pauses your Moonlight. And if the little pink balls in phase 1 hit you, then and in phase 2, your Moonlight actually goes down. So it's mostly about positioning and dodging attacks. That's the main thing I want you to focus on.
I need attacking.
Not at first. If you feel more comfortable, then you can attack. It's same with Lucid, right? Like in the beginning, just focus on looking at the boss, looking what they do, looking where they move, and try to anticipate the attacks. So what you can use now in normal, if you do normal runs, if the tornado comes for you, right? Big red tornado, if it's on your side of the map, and you can't get out of the way, and you want to use your iframe, then you can also tap Moonlight, and then you just switch to the other dimension. That way you can run for the tornado as well. Tornado is going to be the scariest attack in phase 1.
And then switch back again.
Well, you can just stay in the other one, depending on what time it is, and if you need to look for the test. It's probably fine that you stay in the other one, because if you switch too quickly, your Moonlight runs out, and then if the test happens and you can't switch, you might die, and then we lose the test, and then we lose 2 minutes. Right? So if you switch, it might be better that I then switch to the one that you were at, so that we're still one in each dimension, so we can look for the eye for the test. But I will see where you are, and you will see where I am. You can kind of see each other if they're in the other dimension, but you'll be like transparent, like you're in dark side. Kind of like how you see your familiars now. We'll see each other like that.
Yeah.
So for phase 1, make sure that you're mostly try to keep the boss in the middle. Remember how you do HMAG? You keep him in the middle of the map, right? Not on the sides. And Will is the same, because if he's in the corner of the map and he does the tornado to the left side, where can you run? Nowhere.
Nowhere. Yeah.
Then you have to switch dimensions, and you want to save your Moonlight as much as possible so that you have it when you really need it. But if he's in the middle of the map and now we do tornado to the left, where do you go?
The other side.
Yeah, you just jump behind me. You can jump, you can torrent, right, to the other side, but don't go all the way here, because then if he teleports, now he's on this side again, right? So always stay close to the middle and just jump around him like this. If he faces you, jump the other way. If he's attacking you, jump the other way. That's the main thing to dodge. The legs, the spider legs, are going to hit you a lot, but that's the second thing that you want to dodge. But focus on Will. Focus on dodging Will.
Yes. Now, a question.
Mm-hmm.
The NPC chat
Yes.
is used for two different things.
No, for one thing. Activating Moonlight.
And switching to the other dimension.
No, you activate Moonlight. So in phase 1, activating Moonlight is switching to the other dimension. In phase 2, activating Moonlight is allowing yourself to heal. And in phase 3, activating Moonlight is allowing you to cleanse webs. But it only has one function in each stage. But it's a different one in each stage. But it's only one function, which is activate Moonlight.
And so you can't heal in phase 1.
No, you can heal like normal in phase 1 and 3. It has like some potion cooldown, like with all the bosses, but you can heal like normal in 1 and 3. Yes, yes. So for 1, you just heal when you're low, and then for 2 and 3, for 2 it'll be like be very careful, and then for 3 you can do like normal again. Yeah, sometimes it's most important. I'll try to remember to say it at the end of 2, because when you're so focused on 2, on like just dodging and not getting hit at all, sometimes in 3 you're like, oh, I'm dead, and you're like, oh no, I could have just healed, because you're like so focused on I have to use Moonlight to heal that you forget that you can just use potions. Yeah, that's going to be a bit normal, because you get like tunnel vision, right? Because there's already so much going on. Yeah, so for phase 1, and then remember for phase 1, when it's close to the timer, I'll let you know, and I'll make sure that we're in different dimensions. You stay in the middle of your map and try to not have to switch, and then you look for the eye. If I see the eye, I'll tell you that there's an eye, and then you switch to me with the NPC chat, right? Switch to the other dimension. Yeah. If you see it, then you tell me you see it, and I will switch to you. Try to be fast if you see it. But it's going to be like a big eye in the middle of the map. The same thing like if you use the true arachnid reflection. And I think that's the main reason why you can't use the skill, because it would be confusing, because it will look like the eye if you use it yourself.
Yeah.
And then we just stay in the same dimension. And then when we're during the test, you don't have to do anything, you just stay. But balls will fall. So you want to get a yellow ball so that there's like a shield in the middle. And if there's a yellow ball, then you just stand in the middle, you stay in the middle until the second crack, and then we can hit him again for the second part of the first phase. But if there's black balls, like dark purple black balls, try to dodge those. And if you see them falling, let me know. But as like if you hit in the blue dimension, they'll fall in purple and vice versa. So we'll have to hit a little bit to get the yellow ball, but as soon as we have a yellow ball, we stop hitting so that you don't have to dodge the other balls. We can just chill in the middle and just wait for the test to be over. Wanakana? I think it's better just to have it as little moving parts as possible to start with Smidley, and then we could slowly introduce like extra stuff like domains and binds and all that stuff. I think it's better to start as simple as possible. Because the more people you have, the more people can call out, but also the more people can like talk over each other and you can miss calls.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're going to go in and I'll just talk through the important stuff in the phase as we're in there so that we don't have to like go through 3 hours of, right? That you don't have to remember like all of the stages at the same time because you do best by just practicing, right? So what's the focus?
It's a bit much.
Yeah. What's the most important
already.
stuff?
Dodging.
Yeah, that's number 1. And number 2.
Staying alive.
Yes. That's together number 1. Number 2 is remember to use moonlight if you absolutely need to. And what was number 3? Well, that's the most important stuff, right?
Call out the eye.
Call out the eye. Yes. Those are the 3 important things for phase 1. Okay. You ready? You have your familiars out?
Yeah.
Okay. So I don't know where we're gonna land, but you'll see what color you're in. Just remember.
And I have to be behind him.
Yeah, try to keep him in the middle of the map. Yeah, that was the third thing I was gonna say.
Like this.
Well, I can't see you that well.
Oh,
You're going to the side. Remember, try to not panic and move to the side. Try to always go back to the middle. Oh, I didn't switch my button around. Lol. Hi, Mom.
Oi.
Can you go to purple now? Switch to purple? So that we have one person in every dimension, right? I didn't pop like any buffs whatsoever in before we don't even... Oh, wow, I'm actually gonna die. Nice.
And
now my beast disappeared. I'm actually gonna miss the first test because I didn't pop any. And now you look for the eye.
Don't see one.
It's blue. Switch to me. Yep. Okay. Now we just wait for the second part of the test to start. Okay. Now, okay. Now I'm gonna hit the middle. Try to loot a yellow ball if you see it. Do you see it?
Yeah. Oh, loot it.
Yeah, loot it. Just jump into a yellow ball if you see it. Okay. You're not giving me any balls? Yeah. Okay. Go back in the middle. Yeah. Okay. That was really close. We need to do that much faster. Okay. And now you see he's gonna get bound a little bit. Yep. And now we can hit him. Yeah. Now we can hit him. Now he can't do anything for a little bit. So now you can just do all the damage you want. Boom. Okay. We can switch. We can switch to purple. Switch dimensions. So use moonlight. Oh, I got switched again. Sometimes you get randomly switched as well, which I think that just happened to you, right? He has an attack that does that.
I'm back.
Yeah. He switched you as well when you switched. Just keep an eye on your moonlight, right? You see the yellow? You see the yellow ball?
No.
The yellow ball with the little yellow thing in it. That's your moonlight counter. That shows you how much moonlight you have. Do you see? You might have to move it because it can be in a weird spot of your screen.
I don't know.
Yeah, just focus on living now.
I'm trying to dodge those things.
Just focus on trying to dodge. Do your thing.
But you can't dodge it.
Yeah, you can't dodge. You cannot dodge everything. No, you're gonna get hit by stuff. It's normal. Just try to keep him in the middle, and if you see a tornado, either switch, panic switch, or you got pushed there. No. I'll tell you when. 15 more seconds. Just try to stay in the middle, remember, so he doesn't teleport to the corner. Okay, test soon. Keep an eye out. Purple, purple, switch to me. So to be full health. Ooh, okay, the tornado went the other way. We got lucky. Okay, I'm gonna hit again. Do you see yellow ball?
Yes.
Try to loot it. Yeah, okay, come to the middle.
Yeah.
And we chill. Okay, do you see the yellow circle somewhere on your screen? With a little yellow guy in the middle?
Yeah.
Yeah, click that and drag it to somewhere where you can easily see it. Because that's your moonlight bar. That shows you if you can use moonlight or not.
Okay.
You can do that now because he's bound anyway. He's going to be bound again. So he's going to be stuck. Do you have it in a good spot now?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
It's
So
not.
now you can always see. So if you activate it now, you can see what happens. Now switch.
But why should I?
Well, switch because blue HP bar is down now. If you look in the top, you can see the HP bar. Blue is dead now.
2 ogen.
Ogen?
Ja, er waren even 2 ogen. En nu weer.
Yeah, that means he's possibly teleporting you. Oh yeah, see, you got teleported.
Oh, moet ik het nog een keer moon dingen gebruiken?
Yeah, use moonlight and look at the indicator, and you see what happens. You see it's on cooldown, right?
Dan is hij een half ongeveer.
Yeah, exactly. So in hard will, that's going to take a long time to go back. So you don't want to use it just all the time like that. But in normal, it refills very quickly. You see? Okay.
Dan zijn er weer af en toe 2 van die ogen.
Yeah, that means you can possibly get teleported. Okay, you stay in purple, and I'll stay in blue, and we have 30 more seconds until the test. So we focus on dodging again. Okay, in about 5 seconds, the eye can spawn, so keep an eye out. Lol. It's blue again. Come to me. Come to me. He might do a tornado. Okay. Try to heal. Full heal here. Yeah. Try to always be full heal before you switch. Okay, now you can hit the middle, and I can do the looting this time. Just hit it with a few attacks. Okay, yeah, stop. Yeah, it's good. I got one. You see the shell now?
Yeah.
Yes, get in the middle. Get in the middle. Yeah.
Yeah.
Stop. You're still attacking with something. You're gonna possibly kill us. Move to the right. 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 Okay. So that's because you hit. If you're in purple and you're hitting, after the test, you always get switched to blue. So if you're in purple, you don't want to hit too much, because then you create balls in blue, and then right after the test, we can die to that, and then we lose 2 minutes as well.
Dus dan moet ik die wegklikken, ja.
Yes, yes. Okay, we're going into phase 2 now. What's more important in phase 2?
Oh jee. Niet te veel geraakt worden, want...
Yes, dodging and use moonlight before you can heal, okay?
Ja.
Okay, he's going to dash a lot to the sides.
Oeh, ja, dan ben ik dus meteen dood.
Yeah, me too, because of the... Well, in the beginning, you want to bind him because you have no moonlight in the beginning. So you want to focus 100% on dodging. But remember in phase 1, when the legs are hitting you, it's not that big of a deal. Here, it's a big deal because you can't heal back. So you have to focus more on dodging the legs as well. And the legs usually don't hit in twice in the same spot in a row. Oh, I have not switched my key.
Wat naar beneden komt, zo?
The giant thing that looks like legs, yeah. Those are spider legs. It's like the legs on a spider, right? Okay, he's coming to you, so we go back to the other side. Just keep good distance, so stay in between the webs. Careful for the webs, right, in the corner. Okay, go back to the right. Try to always just stay on the opposite side of where he is. Oh. But not too far into the corner, because then the webs can hit you, right? Okay, he's almost there, so we're gonna wait for one web, because we don't want webs during the test. Remember the test? Woohoo! I'm in a corner now. Do you remember the test?
De test? Nee.
I sent you the little... Oh, careful for the web. Careful.
Waarom ben je... Welke web?
The one in the bottom of the screen. It's in the reflection of the screen. Come back to the middle. We're gonna wait for one more web, okay? You're gonna keep an eye out. Heal. Use moonlight. Heal. Yeah. See the web now? Here?
Ja?
Yeah.
En
you
dan
don't...
mag je niet heen?
No. If you walk over that, you die in one hit.
Oh.
Okay. We wait for them to be gone, and then we're gonna hit him, and we're gonna start the test. Remember the test? You go to the left side. You go into the corner.
You go to the left side in the corner?
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay, test is started. Oh, and the
Yep.
web started. Nice. Don't get hit by that. Nice.
Ik moet naar de left side, zei je.
Yeah, and you're on the right side now.
Ja.
You said,
Maar
"Oh,
was
wait,
je
left
ook.
side," but then you didn't do it. Yeah, well, I'm doing different stuff.
Oh, oké. Dus ik moet naar de linkerkant op het ding.
Now you have to
Zo?
get hit. You have to get hit by the legs now, right? Because there's a crack on the screen, remember? Crack, you get hit by the leg. One hit, move to the next one. One hit, move to the next one. You're not getting hit, you're dying.
Nee.
Because you
I know.
remember the spider legs. You have to get hit by the spider legs if there's a crack in the map. If there's no crack in the map, you don't get hit by the spider legs. You have to dodge them.
Ja, weet ik veel waar die komen.
Yeah, they were always roughly in the same spot. That's why I sent you the little puzzle thing, remember? Where you like walk? Did you try that one?
Nee, nog niet. Nou, ik heb allemaal nog geen tempo, weet je wel.
Well, that was like months ago.
Dus nu moet ik... Ja, ja maar
Now
ik
we
ben...
wait 2 minutes again for the next test.
Je hebt geen idee wat er allemaal...
No,
de
no,
hele
I know.
tijd-
But there's like, it's literally like 5 minutes somewhere in 2
Oh.
months, and then you have a reference point. Now you have no reference point. You're getting knocked around?
Mm.
How is that possible? Don't you have like
Oh.
knockback resistance?
Wel, de buff freezer is weg, hè.
No, because if we're in practice mode. Did you not save the buff
Yeah.
freezer?
Hè? Oh god, ik heb hem niet gebruikt. Ja, nou,
Wel,
dan
ja.
moet ik ook niet klikken, want ik heb helemaal geen buffs. Lol.
Well, that's the important. We get the buff freezer, and it doesn't get consumed in practice mode, so we definitely want to activate it. Okay, we want to stay on the leftish side here, but not too far because of the web. That's not the left-ish side. That's too close to him.
Ik word erheen gecatapulteerd.
Yeah,
omdat
because
mijn
you didn't click your buff freezer because you lost your knockback resistance. That's why it was one of the most important things we did in the beginning, right? We make sure that you have knockback resistance because otherwise this happens.
Ik ben nog maar mijn buffs aan het installeren.
No,
en
no,
ik
no. You
word
don't
al
need buffs. You need to dodge.
gecatapulteerd.
Remember, we don't do buffs. We don't do damage. We focus
Wat
on
heb ik aan een buff
surviving.
freezer als ik geen buffs heb?
Well, nothing anymore because you don't have your buff. Where are you?
Huh?
It's a test right now. What do we do during the test?
Wat is... ja.
Remember, get hit when there is a crack. Don't get hit when there's no crack. Reprioritize, Mom. You're focusing on trying to use buffs to get value out of your buff freezer. That's not why we're here. We're here.
Nee. Het heeft geen zin om een buff freezer te gebruiken als ik...
Mom,
Als
we're
ik
in
buff
practice
heb.
mode. You don't consume your buff freezer. It doesn't get consumed. You don't
Dat
use the
maakt niet
value.
uit. Maar ik kan hem niet eens klikken als ik geen buffs heb.
Okay, but that's not important at all. What's important is dodging the boss and looking for the test. That's number one. That's the number one priority. Nothing else. You're like getting distracted by that stuff. That's not important right now. Remember, you're not the top damage here. You don't need to damage him. We just need to look at the skills, learn what the skills look like, and work on dodging. Yeah, stay clear of the web. Yeah. I think you have the knockback resistance back now. So now,
Ja,
if you die, it's important.
Ik geloof het ook. Ah, te laat.
Are your familiars still out for healing? Usually, if you do 6-man, everyone has healing familiars, so you'll get even more healing from familiars. But remember, you have a lot of moonlight, right? We use moonlight, heal whenever you need to, whenever you're low HP, and be further away from him. Either be like right in the middle, right here, or be further away from the attacks, because he will... Sometimes he'll look to the left. Okay, test this now, so we need to get hit by a crack. Oh god, I got inverted.
Hey.
Look where the legs are. Look, you see? One.
dat
Look. Just look. Don't rage respawn and then stand on the right side. What are you doing?
Under a leg. Standing under a leg.
No, because there's no crack on the screen. You have to dodge now. Where do we dodge? On the left corner.
Oh
Now
my
now
God.
there's a crack. You start from the left side. You move into the legs. That's the base position for the test.
Oh, nou ben ik eruit.
Yeah, you died out. That's okay. We can just go again. So you see, phase 1 is not that big. Like, if everyone does enough damage, phase 1 is very straightforward, right? We don't.
Mhm.
What is the only thing now that we need to look into for phase 1? Can you leave your party? I'll add you. Phase 2 is really what the whole boss fight is about. That's the hardest part, the tests in Phase 2, especially if you fail it one time, because then it just activates randomly after 2 minutes. Well, not randomly, but like after exactly 2 minutes, it reactivates, and you don't have really time to prepare for it. And he can be doing other attacks and stuff, and then it can... Basically, it snowballs into a lot of fails after that. But if you just get the first one right and the second one right, then it's very quickly just done. And that's what you want to work towards. Did you leave your party? No. Can you leave your party?
Wie, ik hè?
Yeah, because I left the party so I could get kicked out, so we can... Yeah, there we go. But otherwise, you're the party leader, so...
Oh.
Alright, do you have the... Did you get your important buffs back? The... like the decent skills and such? The knockback resistance, the Mihail...
Ja. Maar als die pets...
Ja, feed the pets, ja.
Natuurlijk ook weg, hè?
Yeah, then all the skills start failing. And if you have auto heal and you rely on that, then that gets worse as well. How much longer do you have on your familiars, by the way? Like 300, 200? Oh, okay, okay. That's more than enough. Okay.
Nou,
So-
het was 89 of zoiets.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So phase 1 is pretty straightforward, right? So for phase 2, to recap, I'll keep an eye out on the HP bar, right? You focus on surviving, dodging the legs, dodging will, and you always use Moonlight to heal, right? You can use it a lot now, but you want to... as you get better and better, you'll need to use the Moonlight less, and then maybe we can move from normal to hard. But I think at this point, normal is already like a really good goal to aim for. So if I say that the test is almost ready, where do you go? If I say I'm gonna activate the test soon, where do you go? To the left, right?
Left, right?
Yeah, to the left of the map, right? That's a safe spot. If there's no crack, then you could just hug all the way to the left. And here it's also important to have the knockback resistance on, otherwise you can get hit outside of the corner.
But when there's a web, it's sometimes...
Yes, exactly. But then we have to be careful for the web. So when you activate the test, you want to make sure that you do it right after a web so that he doesn't respawn one. Right now we waited a little bit too long and then he respawned a web, and that makes the test way harder. So that's why it's important that you don't fail the test, because otherwise when the test reactivates, it could be during a web, and then that makes the test way harder to do, especially if you're new. So we want to take that difficulty out of the equation by starting the test at the right time and not failing it. But this right now we're gonna fail it, like it's inevitable. But we just want to make sure that we do it as best as possible. So when I say the test, we look out for a web, but there shouldn't be one, otherwise I'm fucking up, right? And then you go all the way to the left, you hug the left, and then you look at the middle bottom of the map and you look for the mirror, right? And you see if there's a crack or not. If there's a crack, you move to the right and you get hit by the spider legs. And there's gonna be 3 spider legs in a row. So if you get hit 3 times, you'll go back to the left side. If you see the crack is still in the screen, or if there's still a crack in the screen, you go back to the left side where that first leg was, and it's going to start again. 1, 2, 3. If there's no crack, then you just go back to the corner and you hug the corner. And then you keep an eye on the middle. And I'll call crack, or I'll call stay. Right? Stay is you keep hugging the corner. Crack is you move to the left for the spider leg. As soon as the spider leg hits you, you move a little bit to the left for the next one. And you'll get a feel for where they usually are. They're usually in exactly the same position, but there's a little bit of variance. And it's perfectly fine to get hit. If you get hit, you can use your iframe, or you can use Moonlight and heal, but you have to keep moving, because if you don't keep moving, you're going to get hit by the next one again, and then you're going to get hit by the next one again. Knockback resistance makes it so that at least you don't get knocked back, because that would happen if you don't have the Mihail on, so that's very important. But you can, panic iframe. You can technically also die before the test so you don't get hit. That way it doesn't count as a death, but that's like a backup option. So if you were to die right before the test starts, it's better just stay dead and keep hanging dead, and that way you can bypass like half the test, because you'll be dead and you'll have the resistance respawn timer, right? And you can skip like the first 3 or 4 of the test. because there's 5 sections of 3, right? So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 15 total legs. And you have, for all 15, you have to accurately dodge or stay. And if we both do that, we both stay alive, then you go to the second part of the HP bar, just like in phase 1. That all make sense?
That was a lot again.
Yeah. But phase 1, yeah. Phase 1 is straightforward now, right? So phase 2, I say test soon. Where do you go?
When you say test soon,
In
to
phase
the
2.
left.
Yes. And then what are you careful for?
The crack.
Well, right when you go to the
And the
left.
leg.
Yeah, well, when you go to the left, what are you careful for? You want to try to
Right.
not get hit by Will, because he can
Right.
reverse you, right? And if you have to do the test while you're reversed, you're fucked. That's really, really hard to do. So web and Will attacks. That's what you want to be careful
And
for.
when he does reverse you, you come back.
When he does reverse you and the test starts, you probably just want to pop your iframe, and then by the time your iframe is over, the reverse will be gone. And then either you move to where the legs are, if it's crack, and if it's not crack, you jump to the left and hug the corner. Remember where your iframe is?
Yeah, so my tap, my bar, my space bar,
That's your Nova Blaster?
my big, what is that, Nova Blast?
Yeah, the big...
Yeah,
Yeah.
Nova Blast.
Yeah, so if you do test and you think and you're reversed and you're like, panic spacebar, okay?
Yeah.
So don't use it for anything else, so you know that it's off cooldown, right?
Mm-hmm.
In the other, in the first phase, what is your panic button there? If you see tornado,
Oh ja, dat kan die ook zijn.
So what else can you do except for iframe to dodge the tornado in phase 1?
I tried to jump high.
No, there's the easier one.
But
Because
that's-
we're in normal and we build a lot of moonlight. You can go to the other dimension, right? You can just swap. Panic
Oh,
swap and get out of the tornado. And then if you do that, I'll see you appear and I go to the other one so that we keep one person in each dimension. If you have to. But you didn't do it on the first time and you didn't die in phase 1, so that was very good. I died more in phase 1 than you did because I was fucking up my shit because I was focused more on your game than on my...
Yeah.
All right, I'll go pee real quick and then we try one more time and then I think you'll probably had enough for today, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, be right back.
It's late too.
Yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, I think it took me like 4 or 5 runs to get like phase 2 completely 100% trusting. So totally normal if you need more tries. Okay, knockback resistance is on. Familiars are out for healing.
Yeah.
Alright, you remember what to do for Moonlight? What does Moonlight do in phase 1?
It gets you to the other side.
Yep. What does it do in phase 2?
And it enables healing.
Exactly. Okay. Good. You ready?
I guess so.
That's the spirit.
Oh.
Don't worry.
Yeah.
With more experience will come more...
Who loves this?
More trust. People just love the possibility of the drops. Nobody loves the actual run and stuff. It's, yeah. Yeah, the Mesooptine and the Cape does get limited to the total amount you can get from equips, though. So if you have 5 lines on your equips, it doesn't do anything anymore. Nice.
Where are you?
Yeah, he will also disappear a bunch. He went to the will skill, the will school of boss fights.
Oops. En nou kon ik dus whoop,
Ooh.
whoop.
No, you got it. Yeah,
Oh.
stay on that side, because I switched to this one.
Okay.
And now you see the HP bars on the top are both down. You see that? You can hit him a little bit to make sure he's dead, but we have 20 more seconds, so dodge for 20 seconds. Try to stay in the middle. And try to look for his attack pattern. The tornado is when he touches his glasses and he turns red. So you might have already... Yeah,
Yes.
you see that?
Up.
Oh, 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 oh. Okay, I'll switch. Oh no, you switched back. Oh god. Okay, it's purple, purple, switch, switch, switch. You didn't... Oh. Okay, you got lucky that it was very delayed. You switched? If you switch one time, because then I can switch.
Ja, heal, hoppatee, ik sta in het midden.
Yeah. What you did when you switch, just switch one time and come to me, and then I switch to the other one. Don't double switch, because if you ever do that in hard, you're dead. Because you can't switch a third time, because your moonlight is too slow. And then you'll die to the test and destroy it for 2 minutes, right?
Nu naar links?
No, that's phase 2.
Okay.
This is the second part of phase 1, right? You're getting a little bit ahead of ahead of the program here. It's not that I'm not that fast. Well, that's the main thing with Will. Like, you can't go super fast.
Hoe weet je nou wanneer je hem...
On top. You have a blue bar and a purple bar.
Ah. Oh, als ik er doorspring, dan heb ik er ook niet veel last van, geloof ik.
Well, you probably... If you use Moonlight to switch, then you have the yellow shell and you're immune for a little bit. And then you don't get killed by the tornado. But if he switches you, then you don't have the shield. And you don't have the immunity, and you will get hit by it. Oh, I have him in the corner, sorry. Yeah, tornado coming, switch.
En dus niet weer terug.
No, you can stay there. Because
Nou had ik de tornado niet gedingest. Oei, hoe kan dat nou dat hij niet wil healen?
there's still cooldown on potions, right?
Ah.
Like in all boss fights. You can't just spam potions, right?
Ja.
Maybe in like Zakum or something, but then after that they get more. You're still in blue? Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Alright, so in about 10 seconds we can have the eye. Keep him in the middle. Dance around him if you need to. Okay, eye soon. Call me if you see it.
Ja. Ai.
Yeah, I'm here. Okay, try to full heal in case eye happens. Oh god, the legs are still going from the previous phase. I'm still getting hit by stuff.
Ja, oh, ja. Ik was in een bol, maar hij wil niet.
Hit if you... We need a shell here. You're not looting one, and you're not giving me one. Go in the middle, go in the middle, go in the middle.
Ja.
Okay. Careful, careful. Careful of the balls.
Hoezo? Ik stond toch veilig?
No, it's not safe, because we were hitting at the end, right? And they still keep falling after the dimension as well.
Oh, jee.
You're safe from the crack in the middle, but right after that, we get moved to the blue dimension. So if we're hitting in purple, the balls will keep falling, and you can still die to those balls. But you healed in time there, so you were able to tank. But also, if you do hard, those balls hit for more, so it wouldn't have been as forgiving. Oh, tornado.
Ik weet niet waar ik...
The tornado. You got hit by a tornado.
Oh, sorry. Dat heb ik niet gezien. Was ik te dichtbij, dan kan ik hem niet zien.
Yeah, it's a little bit of delay. Oh, you tornadoed again. Actually, don't even know if I'm in damage gear. I think I am though. Okay, I'll go to the other one. You can stay in purple. We have another 30 seconds for the test, so stay safe. Try to look at the character, right? Try to recognize the attacks.
Ja.
And try to recognize the patterns of the legs. Usually...
Ja. Hij flikkert mij ondanks die knockback, flikkert hij mij de
Yeah,
hoek in.
because knockdown doesn't help you. You need to have... knockback doesn't help. You need the knockdown resistance. That's why you keep dancing around him, so that you just don't get hit by any of the attacks. 5 seconds until the test.
Ja, oh.
Okay. Okay. Tell me if you get an orb.
Ja.
Okay. No more hitting. Those fucking purple balls. Okay, they're all gone. Okay, this is the end of phase 1. So remember, phase 2 after this. Remember what happened in the beginning last time?
No.
We died instantly, both of us. Okay, so I'm gonna pop some buffs. Pop them here, right? Because they can consume HP if you pop buffs. But if you use them here, then you can heal back. Okay, I'm gonna activate him. Okay, so in the beginning, dodge. I'm gonna bind him in the beginning so he can't attack us, okay? But it's a pretty sure... What?
Uh-huh. Oh.
Just use a bind.
Hij was er nog niet. Ja, oké.
No, that's the end, right?
Ja.
Webs, careful.
Oh ja.
You'll probably just pretty much die instantly here, but his HP can't move. So get ready for the test. He might go for test immediately, actually. Because, yeah, I do a lot of damage. Come. Test. Dash in the corner.
Betekent links.
Yeah, hold corner. Heal up. Moonlight and heal, because you're not full health. Corner, stay in the corner. Moonlight and heal.
Ja, probeerde, maar...
Yeah, you're heal.
Moet ik daar blijven?
There's no crack yet. Now it's crack.
Oh,
Come left, come right. That's too far. Second one. Third one. More controlled movement. You're flash jumping all over the place.
Ik heb nog geen idee waar ze moeten... Waar de eerste of de tweede of weet ik wat komt.
Reposition. Where are you? What are you doing?
Hier.
What do you do after the cracks?
Bewegen, ja.
Well, no. Go left corner. Back to left corner.
After the cracks, dodge.
Oh, you're on the web.
Oh, sorry, niet gezien.
It's okay.
Moet ik weer naar links?
No, because now we failed the test, so now we have to wait 2 minutes until it activates again. And I didn't check for the timer, so now we have to be vigilant the whole time, because the test can start at any moment.
Weer te dicht bij de web. Ja, die kwam net toen ik erop kwam. Verdomme.
Yeah. It's okay, just work on your positioning. That's why I'm right here. I know I can't get pushed on the web, and I'm out of range for his attacks as well. You're a little bit closer, so now you can get hit by his attacks. Your HP is going down, plus you can push. Now I go to the other side, because now he's too close for my comfort. Oh. Now I go back again. I always go to the opposite side of where he is. Try to jump over the spider if you can, because that one does a lot of damage. Stay in the corner now, because if he webs, you'll walk into it. Oh, okay.
Stay in the corner?
Well, if he pushes you all the way into the corner is pretty safe.
Oh.
Because the web can't hit you if you're in the corner. Heal. Moonlight heal.
Ja, maar ik kan
nice.
niet...
Yeah.
Oh,
Other side again.
Dan spring ik er recht in.
Yeah. Okay, that is the message. Now it's test. Crack?
Ja.
Look
de eerste is hier.
Yeah, a little bit to the right, Just try to move. Corner. Okay, crack again.
Ja, toch? Ik werd toch gehit door die crack? Door die lijk?
I don't think so. You were jumping all over the place, but you weren't positioning.
In mijn beeld werd ik precies
Where are you now? Where are you right
hier.
now? Yeah. Crack again? Well, you're really getting tested.
Here, so.
Just get hit by the legs, any leg. But the
Oh my
easiest is just to
jongens,
go to
ik
the
heb
left. Just go to the fucking left and start from the corner. That's the easiest way to do it. You can jump all over the place if you want to, if you can do it that way. But the
en ik sta bij
easiest...
dat ding.
The
Oh,
easiest
ja,
way to
dat is
learn
zo.
is to go back to the left. When you respawn, you tend to move to the right and go do something else. Just always, for the test, just go back to the left. Go back to the left corner and start from there. You died out.
Oh nee, echt? Ja.
Yeah, you're at 0, yeah.
Eh.
I think the phase 1 was pretty good, but you're hard inting the phase 2.
Ah, de hele familie staat hier.
Yeah, these are people from the guild. They're doing hard bosses right now. We would have a spot for you. Guys, I swear she's really good, okay? We had so much progress. See, so phase 1 is not as bad, right? There's a lot to think about, but
Ja.
when in panic, move, right? So that's for normal. For hard, it gets harder and harder. But as you do normal way more, it'll become like a cakewalk. So when it becomes super cakewalk, that's when people move from normal to hard. Because for the damage, you have quite a lot of time to do your damage. And if you have everyone attacking, you're still limited by the tests. So as long as you could do the damage within the tests, you can clear just fine. So that's when you get a lot stronger. But then when you're really, really strong and you do hard will, you're just sitting there waiting for the test the whole time. But then, and then you just, start shooting the shit, talk about the weather, talk about sports ball, right? But those are like the 3 steps, I guess. One is struggling with normal, going to hard, then it's struggling a little bit with hard, and then hard is easy.
Ja. Wel, ja, één gaat al eens, begint een beetje te komen van 1, maar 2 is het nog even...
2 is difficult, the test.
hectisch.
Well, when I say test, you go up to the left, and then you look for the crack. You were like moving around and moving out of the corner. You only move out of the corner if there's a crack. If there's no crack, you just keep hugging the wall. Because you have to dodge, right? Which means if you're somewhere in the middle of the map, you have to like weave in between them, but the corner never gets hit. So that's like our default position. That's the easy one.
En ook als hij helemaal ook mee in die corner.
Well, he doesn't do anything in phase 2. During a test, he's just walking around. He doesn't hit you. You don't have to think about him. You just have to think about the crack and the legs. That's it. Sorry, maybe that wasn't clear. When the phase 2 starts, test starts, you can't hit him, and he can't hit you. Like he just walks around. He doesn't do anything anymore.
Okay.
Wanna try one more? Because it's pretty fast now, right?
Liever morgen?
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, tomorrow. I have time all day tomorrow if you want.
Oké. Want ja, ik ben wel vrij moe.
Yeah, if you're tired, then
Wow.
make sure you keep your familiars healthy for the healing, right? That's the important one.
Yeah.
But it's good to have more practice tomorrow because then, some things will come back to you very quickly. Some things you can work on, and then we still have the auto recovery and stuff like that. So that'll be helpful.
Ja, als er te veel tijd tussen zit, ben ik het compleet kwijt.
Yeah, that's the other thing for me as well. Like for Black Mage, I wanted to do as many runs in a row, but a lot of times there was like a week or 5 days in between every time, and the progress didn't feel as fast as a result.
Yeah.
I'd want to just like try 15 times in a row basically, and just like see a little bit of improvement. Well, maybe not 15, but like 3-4 times, and then go again the next day and go again the next day, right?
Yeah.
And then you can just be exposed to all of the scenarios that can happen and die to everything so that you can know like what is a safe way to avoid and what is a risky way to avoid. Because a lot of times people are like, oh, you just look at the VOD and look at what you did, and it's like, well, obviously I should have done this, obviously I should have done that. But in the moment it's not obvious because you have to make a split decision.
Yeah.
And I don't know, like phase 1 and 2 for Black Mage is pretty simple, but phase 3 is basically like you're fighting. Okay, so it's like you're fighting Will in phase 2 that's constantly pushing you back and reversing you. But at the same time, it's like Hard Magnus where you have to stay within the ball, and outside of the ball you don't do any damage. And it's also like Lucid Laser phase all the time. At the same time. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And there's also like Will screen crack every minute, and meteors falling all at the same time. So it's like,
oh, damn.
There's a lot. There's a lot going on, and then
is there a way around that one?
yeah. So the will hitting you, you have to duck underneath, but then the lasers can stack together, and if he targets someone and the person goes too far away, then he does like super lasers, which is basically like Lotus lasers that all like basically all one shot you, and then on top of it is that all of the skills give you either a black or a white curse. And if you have a white curse and you get hit by another white, you lose a life. And if you have a black curse and you get hit by another... if you get hit by the opposite color, then you lose a life as well. Plus you take more damage from the other color. So you can lose 2 lives as well by getting hit by something. And you have 12 lives. So you can do very well for like a full minute and not get hit by anything. And then you can get like corner fucked and pushed and reversed into like a super laser and lose like 4 or 5 lives like in half a second. So... It's very unforgiving. You have to be completely in control the whole time.
Sounds fun.
Well, once you start practicing that and you go back to a boss like this, it's like there's nothing going on. It's like you have like an hour to respond to everything. It's like I can't believe this was ever difficult. But it takes going through this process to be able to even do that. Because if I took you to Black Mage now, you just fucking freak out. Because it's like you're fighting. Well, guys, that's kind of like what the Black Mage is, right? The Black Mage gave his power to his commanders, right? So the commanders have certain powers because they got it from him. So he basically has kind of the mechanics, kind of the powers of all of the bosses. Yeah, he's got lucid powers, he's got will powers, he's got... they're actually his powers. So like Magnus has a little bit of Black Mage power and Will and Lucid have a little bit of his power, right? Yeah. So that's... But it's really cool to see how the skills are like connected. They're not exactly the same, but it's like very clearly inspired by it, and because they have a part of his energy and his power. Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
So
okay. Thanks.
We're a little bit closer. Yeah. Phase 3 is
Thanks for the torture.
Yeah, you're welcome. Well, hopefully it wouldn't be too long, and then if you can get you a shoulder, then you'll be done for quite a while. Because if you go into full arcane and work on a few more 21s, then equip-wise you're pretty much almost done. It's just a matter of like cubing to min-max after that, right? So just shoulder, and then you were gonna get. You have 2 20 stars, right? The earring and the pendant are at 20 stars. Yeah, you can maybe risk that, but I would do the other things first, so that you don't have to...
The earring... Oh, I'm wearing... Oh, drop rate. Wacht even.
Ja.
Drop gear, sorry. Dat is waar ook... Ik was aan het controleren, denk ik. Het is maar 17. Allee, wat is er
17,
gebeurd?
what? Yeah.
What happened? I didn't look and hoops. Turned 17. Yeah.
Yep. Okay, I made this one.
You made one 22, hè? Wow. Ik heb die bos nog nooit gedaan. Ik heb god geen idee wat dat moet.
Yeah, it's really... It's like a whole level of hoops to jump through, way more annoying than this one. It's not... It's... I mean... Yeah, it's kind of like a for fun boss with like a puzzle in the middle where there's like...
It sounds like a jump quest.
Not really, but there's like a stream of slimes coming down, and you have to block them with a crystal to send them down the right path, to send them through a door. And yet you have to send them through like an activated door, but you activate the door by blocking the door with rocks in the stage before that while you're fighting the boss. So... You have to have you have to constantly fight the boss that can be like one-shotting you and lasering you, and you get stunned by some attacks, and you can get stunned by rocks that are falling all the time. And then if you're stunned for too long in the wrong position and the slime is near you, you can just one-tap you and stuff. So you always try to be one platform above the slime so that you can still hit him with most of the attacks, but that you cannot get hit by his one-shot attack. But there's also beams that go through the map the whole time that like they show up a little bit before, but you want to get out of the way because if you get stunned and then hit by the beam, you just get blown up. And the boss is just constantly teleporting to different platforms and stuff. And at the same time, you have to hit the rocks and block the portal so that when the test happens, you can send him through the right portal and then burst him down for a little bit. Because then it's kind of like with Will that if you do the puzzle correct, then he gets like bound a little bit, and then he can't move for a bit, and he takes more damage. So during that, you want to do your most damage. And you want to burst him and stuff, yeah.
Jesus.
But the normal one is pretty low. Like the normal one is like between easy and normal lucid. So the normal one is easy to kill. You can try normal just solo if you want to, just to go in and see if you like your character has the damage, but it might be a pretty long run. You might need guild skills and stuff and buff raisers. But you could go into practice run just to see what it's like. Like auto HP and like all of the healing and recovery stuff that you have on now, you can probably keep that on because it'll probably be good to to practice in the beginning. But if you want to do the chaos, like that's a whole other can of worms. Like that's yeah, that's like harder than hard will. That's like in between hard will and Varicella and stuff. Like you need a lot of damage for that one.
And they do it in a party.
Yeah, people who are very strong. Like I do duo with Kami. But we do, yeah, I don't know, like 18-minute run or something. Because, you know, the fewer people there are, the fewer people you have to share the ring with. Because the ring is a share drop.
Yeah.
But I got my ring now, and I got it to 22, so I don't need a ring at all anymore. So now we can get Kami a ring. I mean, technically, I could get another ring, I guess, and transfer the 22 superior I have into another Guardian Angel ring. And then use that as a drop rate, I guess. But it would be a downgrade, right? Because I would lose a star. Because right now, the superior is 127 and 93, which is weaker than the Guardian at 22, but it would be stronger than the Guardian at 21, so wouldn't help. What class is this? This is Arc. Yeah, so I got that one, and I also got this one.
So you were lucky you didn't boom.
Yeah, but I was not lucky, just lucky. Look at all those I made. All of them didn't boom. They were all 21, and now they're all 22 and nothing boomed.
So wait.
Yeah, Giraffe, you can get droplets in Celos. So I think we'll be able to go through phase 1 cleaner and cleaner, and then everything that comes up now in Will phase 1 is like, oh, I haven't seen this one, but you'll be able to respond to it faster. Remember the panic buttons, and then you should be fine. Remember that right, the test ends in phase 1, we get put into the blue dimension, right? So if you're in the purple one, be careful with dealing damage. But also, like, as soon as we go into the test and there's a little thing in the middle, you can just, like, hit it 2 times. But as a Pathfinder, you want to make sure that you don't have the green arrow on and that you turn your bird off, because those will keep attacking. So you might have to right-click those buffs. So if it's a full party, it's safer if you just don't hit, and enough other people will hit, and enough other people will get the balls. And just if you see the yellow orb in the middle, or if you're looting a yellow orb, or you see that an orb is gonna fall down right on top of you, just already say like stop hitting, or like I got it, and then everyone else knows that they can stop hitting, and then just rush to the middle and stay in the middle and don't hit anything.
Okay. So I have to click the bird away when.
Yeah, either don't hit at all, or usually I think sometimes it aggroes as well. So just right click it, right? If you summon it, you right click it, it disappears. Yeah. And if you have the green arrow, same thing. But you said you don't use that one, so that'll save one skill that you have to find in the. Because sometimes the skills are like moving around as they're refreshing and stuff, so it can be a little bit annoying. All me, yeah, all coming, yeah. Hopefully we get one immediately next week. Then we can. Well, we can start charging for a carry, right, Kami? We can start splitting 50-50. Well, actually, if we get another Kana who doesn't need a drop, we can start bringing, like, another character in. Or we get another Kana who already has the drop, then we can get them in. Yeah, so for phase 2, the main thing is just test starts, left. Hug the corner. If you don't see a crack, stay in the corner. If you see a crack, move a little bit to the right, and then adjust where you see the leg. And as soon as it hits, move a little bit more to the right. As soon as that hits, move a little bit more to the right. As soon as the third one hits, jump back to the left. If you see crack, again, move back to the first position. So don't jump all the way, because that's one thing you do is like if you flash jump, you can flash jump like this, or you can flash jump like this. I mean, you always do this one, right? You always do maximum distance, because you spam it. But if you jump and you press the second one a little bit later, then you don't go as far. You see that?
Oh, cool.
Well, try to press the flash jump in the air a little bit later, when you're already on the way down. See how much
Zo.
more control you have over where you're landing. Because you're like always jumping max distance and holding your arrow key in the direction. But if you jump shorter and you put your arrow key in the other direction, you don't go so far. You see that? Yeah, like that. The shorter hop. That way you can have a bit more control over where you land, because it's very exact, right? We don't want to go all the way like into the corner, and then if crack happens, you jump all the way back, and then you jump past the first one. But let's say, okay, let's practice. Go into the corner and try to land right where I am with flash jump. See,
Oops.
that's too far. Now you died. Now you got hit. Now you died. But you can land here. You can do any distance. Okay, a little bit later. Wait until your character is already falling more. Did you use torrent?
Ja, maar ik begin maar te vallen. Dan ben ik al verder.
You want to practice to be able to land anywhere with the flash jump. Yeah, that's one.
Nee.
That one's a little bit too far again. Oh, see, yeah, you always end up jumping that far, and then you overshoot that first one. And if you overshoot the first one, you overshoot the jump back as well, and then you get double hit, and then you die. See what the first one?
What
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, there you go. And if you think you're gonna go a little bit too far, you can also use the arrow key in the other direction to kind of like stop your momentum, and then you don't go quite as far. But you have to press it once you're already going. So you go like Alt arrow, Alt arrow, Alt arrow, or Alt and then Alt a little bit later. Okay, try to reach where I am now. Yeah, that one was good. And now try to reach further. Yeah. Oh, see, so your full jump is a little bit too far. So you want to go short, a little bit short.
Yeah.
Well, now you got that one. Now you got that one. Now try a little bit further. Try where I am. Try to. Okay, that's pretty close. Oh, you were facing the wall. Hang on, yeah. Okay, that's pretty good. Okay, you try a distance. Let's see if I can do it. All the way there? I don't think I can reach that far. Okay. Oh, I'm a little bit over. There you go. Okay, try this. So try different. Okay, I can't reach that. Wait. hang on. Overshadowed a little bit. Wait a minute. I could do it. There we go. Perfect. But actually, I think that's about this distance. Oh no, see, that's a little bit further. I can also do this one. That's about this distance. So if you know, do you know how far your torrent is right now? If I had to guess, if you go torrent to the right, I think you end up here. I think.
Die?
Yeah, torrent. Oh, that's pretty far. Okay. That's another one you can use, right? If you know that distance very well, you can also use torrent. But torrent is too far for the test, right? Because you saw, actually, when you had leg one, I think, yeah, well, yeah, but you say 5 tests, right? You want to use it less and less. I think if you're at the end of a test and you torrent to the left, I think you're almost exactly where the first leg was, right? Because like if first leg is where newbie is, then the second leg is around here, and the third leg is around here. So if you torrent, I think you end up around here. Maybe a little bit further, but yeah, see? So I think at the end of a test, you torrent to the left. If you don't see a crack, you jump to the left into the wall. If you do see a crack, then you just stay where you are and wait for the leg to hit.
Oh, dus niet helemaal de hoek in.
No, because if you jump all the way into the corner and then there's a crack, you're going to panic jump all the way back. And like we just saw, if you jump back, you're going to jump past the first leg.
Te ver, hè?
Yeah. So we don't want to go all the way. We want to go most of the way.
There.
Yeah, so, okay, so let's say the test starts. We start here, right? The first leg is going to be like around here. Like, this is about how far the first leg is usually. See, you overjumped again. Try to jump and hit around there. Try to hit around here.
Dan moet ik gewoon zo doen.
You can also just walk. I mean, you can also just walk, but it is possible. Look.
Maar het is precies de afstand van een gewone sprong. Gewoon 1 keer.
No, it's further than that. Like around here, I think. Yeah, so
dat is één sprong.
Well,
Wel,
you also walked a
maar dan-
bunch.
ja,
Look, I can get to
ja.
doobie and one jump, Mom. Look, one jump. Yeah, it's exactly one jump. That's not how it works, okay. So, but you can... Here, reach me with one flash jump. Directly land on me with one flash jump.
Ja, dat is gevaarlijk. Dat kan ik...
The shorter it... you need some character control for that. Like, because the shorter it is, the harder it is to do. You have to...
Ja, weet je wat het is? Met mobben hoef ik dat helemaal niet, hè?
No. But with bossing, it's very important
Ja,
to have
precies.
control. Because I could jump like this and smash my face in the wall, or I can jump like this. What is the shortest I can jump, actually? Look, I can land before the portal.
Op de plaats zelf.
Well,
Maar
no,
als ik...
that doesn't
ik moet-
count. You just push very late when you're already like going towards the ground and you almost landed already. Almost one burst at part
Okay.
3. Nice. Good job, guys. So that's maybe something to practice, right? Look for some markers on a map and see if you can hit a jump. See how far you usually jump and see if you can jump shorter to get a little bit more practice in. Because that's going to help a lot with phase 2, is you can kind of like eyeball how far it is and if you should jump or not. I think after the test, if you get hit by the third leg, you torrent to the left. I think that's about the distance of the test. So then if you see the crack still, then you're already almost in the right position. You just keep an eye out for the leg. And if you don't see the crack, then you jump into the corner. And then you wait for the 3 legs. 1, 2, 3. And then you look at the map again. If there's still no crack, you still stay in the corner. 1, 2, 3. And if you see the crack, then you move out. And then 1, 2, 3. Torrent back. I don't have a torrent, so you just like... Well, you kind of like do like this, right? Boom. And then you keep an eye out. Is there a crack? Oh, stay around here. 1, 2, 3. Boom. See a crack? You stay. Don't see a crack? Boom. Corner. I think that's the strategy. And don't look too much at my character, because we're desynced, right? We're going to be moving at different times, moving different distance. It's going to be very confusing. So don't look at Will. Don't look at my character. Just look at the middle of the map. Hug the corner. If you see a crack, stop hogging and move to the right. But yeah, we'll practice more later. I think, yeah, the first 3 runs were absolute shit for me before I think the third run... Well, I think in the second run I accidentally got a test. Or maybe because I had like respawn because of dying and stuff. But I think the third one is the first time where I actually did like a full test. Like a back-to-back full test. Like I did one and then it was crack again afterwards. And then we got the one after that again immediately right. And I think with the whole party it was 5 or 6 runs before everyone really got it down. We had our rogue Zed back in the day. Was struggling a little bit. So our Mihail had to use the shield to protect him from dying to the legs. But then because he had that on, sometimes if I got hit, I would kill him because my DA would take more damage and he would take the damage as the Mihail and die to it. So it was like, yeah. If I got hit, it wasn't bad because I wouldn't die. But then the Night Lord would die. So he had to be protected, but then for protecting him, he would kill himself. And then if he died to that, then we lost the test because of that. And then if you lose the test, you can have webs, right? And if you have webs, the web is here, so you can't hide in the corner, right? I mean, you won't get hit by the web, but then if you have a crack and you're in the corner, what do you do now, right? So I think you can torrent through it. I can dash through it as well, but that's scarier, right? Because if you just move a little bit to the right, or if you even if you're here,
already too close.
Yeah, if you're here and you do this, you also die.
Yeah.
If you duck, you also move your hitbox and you die to the web. But if you just jump straight up and then use torrent, you will be able to get to it if you ever get stuck. But yeah, ideally, or you iframe, right? Iframe and then jump through it. You can also do that if you need to. PF shield, that's a little bit tricky.
But my iframe has a long animation. So
yeah, but you're immune during it, so that's fine.
Jawel, maar ik kan niet gedurende die hele tijd bewegen.
No. You hold it, you fire the shot, and then right after you jump, and you still have iframe during the jump. But you can't like fire.
Ja, maar
You can
als
like
je het
target
is dus
fire.
de bedoeling
wait
dat
2
je dan
seconds.
geraakt wordt. En die zijn dan al weg.
I'm pretty sure I have at least like a little bit of iframe after the shot. No. I mean, if you want to, you can practice, right? You can go into the boss fight, use the shot, wait for a tornado, jump through a tornado, see if you get hit or not. But I'm pretty sure you have at least like a full second of invincibility afterwards.
Bedoel je nou die tornado's van de eerste fase?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think you're going to go in solo and just go into phase 2, right? I don't think you can do that.
Nee, wel, maar daar kan ik gewoon doorspringen.
Not with flash jump. With tornado, I think with torrent you can if you hit him right, because torrent is like a teleport, but it has a hitbox in the middle, right?
Ja.
It's like the lasers for Lotus. Like if you
Maar
do
het is al een paar keer gelukt hoor, dat ik gewoon doorgesprongen ben.
well, yeah, but also because it's normal, so it doesn't one-shot you, and also if something else hits you right before, you can be hit immune to the tornado and not get hit by it. Sometimes what I do is like I jump in.
Geen HP verloor.
Yeah. Well, sometimes you will lose HP, but something will heal you. Sometimes you will jump into a leg. The leg will hit you, but if you just try to do regular flash jump through the tornado, you always get hit. But if something else blocks the damage, or you still have the moonlight shield from switching, or you just heal by stuff right afterwards, then it's possible that you don't take damage.
Oh, dus dat is gewoon lucky. Ja.
Yeah, it was probably lucky. Yeah. Also, it doesn't one-shot you in normal, so you can also just like jump through it, take damage, and heal, and you'll be fine. In hard, it also doesn't one-shot you, but it's 90%, so it's pretty close. But if you're full HP, you can also just jump through the tornado and heal right after, and you'll be fine. But there's so many small particle stuff going on that if any of those hits you, then you die. So you want to be careful. Pathfinder has percentage damage reduction skills. Yeah, you have percentage damage reduction on your the one you put on S, the red form of that one, that gives you 40% damage reduction. And the big shields, one of those, or at least two of those, I think.
Ancient Astra, Torrent. Ancient Astra.
Well, not Torrent, the red one, the Bombard or something. If you press, what is it, F4, I think, and then press the Ancient Astra, you go into like targeting mode, then you take 40% less damage, also from... So, if you're cornered and you don't have Moonlight and Hard, you can use that one to just tank the tornado, heal back up, and then jump around if you want to.
You mean that? Oh,
well, I can't see because I have transparency on.
Nou, ik heb hem nou gebruikt. Die zit nou wel natuurlijk. Nou is die blauw. Ja.
Yeah, we're using red. I think you... did you put it on F4, I think? You used the red skill, right?
Ja, dat had ik.
Okay.
Had ik gebruikt, maar dan...
Yeah, I can't see your skill, so I don't know what you're doing.
En dan wordt hij niet blauw. Dan wordt hij niet rood, dan wordt hij blauw.
Well, you're using your macro, right? Or no? The macro has the blue one at the end, so it'll always turn it blue.
Nee, niet altijd. Dus soms wordt hij dan rood.
Yeah, but usually it's blue.
Ik heb F4, die Cardinal Burst, heb ik speciaal daar gezet.
Yeah, so if you press that, it should be red. All your skills should turn red.
Ja, en dat doen ze dus niet. Dat is raar.
Now it should.
Doen ze helemaal niet.
No?
Blijven allemaal blauw.
Right now? When you just used it?
Ja. Ja, blijven allemaal blauw.
And if you use a torrent here? Okay, this is some boomer reaction speed. Okay.
Ja, dan worden ze geel.
Okay, and use the red one now?
Dat werkt wel. Blauw.
Blue? Wait, that one is blue? Okay, well then the other skill is red. I mean...
Allemaal blauw.
Then this is the one that makes it blue, right? You have the other one then. Now they're red.
Nee, nou zijn ze... Hè? Wat? Nou zijn ze ook blauw. Wat? Er verandert wel iets, maar ze zijn... Nu staat er een B. Dat lijkt me blue. Hè? En nou staat er D. En dat is zo helemaal blauw. Ook binnenin en dan een blauw randje. En zo is binnenin rood en een blauw randje.
Yeah, you don't care about the corner, you care about the inside.
En er staat een B. De B van rood.
No, the B for fuck is it? It's Burst. Cardinal Burst, Cardinal Deluge, and Cardinal
Burst.
Torrent. So it's B, D, and T. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it is red, but it has a blue edge. Yeah.
And
so if you do Astra now, yeah, during this, if you're in this mode, you take 40% reduced incoming damage. This is like another panic button, but like to replace the panic button of using Moonlight, because if you're doing hard, you don't want to waste your Moonlight. You need it when you need to switch, right?
Dit kan je redden, die S, die
in that mode, in the red mode, yeah, you take 40% less damage, including percentage.
Oh, jee, maar dan moet ik eerst.
So like, let's say that you accidentally switch, you need to switch for the test, but you don't have enough HP. You go into that, you won't die to the screen crack. You only take 60% HP. Go from 100 to 60, and then you can live, and not die, not waste people's 2 minutes, not fail the test.
Maar dan moet ik wel heel snel kunnen reageren. Want dan moet ik eerst die F4 duwen, dan de S weten te vinden.
Well, yeah, typically you don't have it on fucking F4, of course, if it's that important to live, right? So then you need to maybe move like your world map off the W. Have your hand on it.
Alles omgooien.
Have your hand not on your keyboard where only 2 of your fingers even reach buttons, you know? Like you have to do some different stuff.
Oh, en dat allemaal even...
Well, no, you slowly move into that as you do harder and harder bosses that request more and more of your mechanics. But if you're only doing the bosses where, you basically close your eyes and you can kill it, then it doesn't challenge you in the same way, so you don't have to worry about the key placement as much, yeah.
Oké, ik ga slapen.